fentanyl and other drugs smuggled into the U.S. by air, land and sea. And the signal that the U.S. was about to fight back in a far more aggressive fashion came with this week's deadly strike against a boat officials said was carrying drugs from Venezuela bound for the U.S. 11 people were killed, according to the White House, and Secretary of State Rubio promised, quote, it'll happen again.
And the Pentagon now deploying fighter jets to Puerto Rico, this following accusations against Venezuela for flying military aircraft close to American ship near the South American nation on Thursday, a move the White House is calling provocative. The IDF announcing a new humanitarian area in the southern Gaza Strip. It's being established in conjunction with the expansion of military operations in Gaza City. The IDF says it's setting up field hospitals and water pipelines, as well as a supply of food, tents, and medicine. According to Israeli military officials, the humanitarian efforts will be coordinated with the UN and other organizations. America is listening to Fox News.
Hi, I'm Benny Jr. with Bartow Ford. Everyone has heard me speak about going the wrong way. But let me be clear. The wrong way means the wrong way of doing business. This includes gimmicks, games, and unfulfilled promises. Tactics you will never ever find at Bartow Ford. For over 73 years, we've been doing business the right way. So on your next purchase, don't go the wrong way. Come to Bartow Ford and see why we're different, and we prove it.
Got the free iHeart app? Farrah makes sending your comments lightning fast. Tap the red light, hit send. Injured? Make it a Farrah fun. Call Farrah now, Tampa.
Paul Porter here to tell you that I hired FAS Exteriors to install my windows and doors right here in Tampa Bay. Their expert team of window and door installers made the entire project seamless, from measurement to the final inspection. Since 2005, FAS Exteriors has earned their spot as Tampa's top-rated exterior experts. Upgrade your home with the team that delivers excellence. Visit FASWD.com and trust the leader in exteriors.
Hey anglers, the best fishing charters in the Bay Area out of Hubbard's Marina on the boardwalk at Johns Pass. Hubbard's Marina has been catching fish since 1928. They offer everything from family-oriented half-day trips to the more advanced overnight trips. Nobody in the business does big group party fishing like Hubbard's Marina. They also have a great tackle store that can provide live bait and tackle to fish from their boats or from Johns Pass Bridge. So for the best cheeseburger on the Gulf, book your trip today at 727-393-1947 or go to hubbardsmarina.com.
The following is a commercial program paid for by Real Animals Fishing. The opinions, viewpoints, and promises made during the following program are not those of WFLA AM, its staff, management, or parent company, iHeartMedia Incorporated.
Welcome to the Bartow Ford Real Animals Radio Show, your weekly voyage into Florida fishing. Presented by Hubbard's Marina, hosted by Captain Mike Anderson and Captain Dylan Hubbard.
Good morning, Tampa Bay. Captain Dylan Hubbard here for the Bartow Ford Real Animals Radio Show. Talking fishing this morning. We got Captain Travis Thompson of All Florida in studio this morning. Captain Bobby Woodard of Fly 'em High Charters in studio this morning with me as well. And we are looking forward to a great show. Hopefully hearing from you as well. Remember, 1-800-969-9352 if you want to join the conversation. If you have a fishing report, you want to just say hello, you have a question, whatever it is, give us a shout. 1-800-969-9352. As far as weather is concerned, it's potentially supposed to be pretty nice here through this weekend and into the coming work week until about later work week, and potentially this upcoming weekend we have a little disturbance on the front side of the weekend and potentially a little bit of a bigger disturbance towards the end of the upcoming weekend. But that is pretty far away, 5-7 days out, so you can't really trust it this time of year. I can tell you the weather forecast has been predominantly useless over the last 5 to 7 days. I mean, essentially off 50 to 60%. I mean, it's been really, really horrendous. Bad. I don't know.
When you say the weather report's been useless the last 5 to 7 days, have you not paid attention the last, I don't know, however long you've been alive? Like,
I mean, most of the time they're close, right?
Yeah, when it's raining and you walk outside and they're like, oh, by the way, it's raining outside. Like
it hasn't even been that good, man. There's been multiple days over the last 5 to 7 days where rain chance was like 10, 15, 20%. And then all of a sudden, 7, 8, 9 a.m. rolls around and it jumps to 80%.
I think you too, because you're in a world where you have to be offshore. Mm-hmm. You like
he's got to be his own weatherman.
Yeah, for the close inshore guys and like the hunters and stuff. Like I get up in the morning. I'm like, we'll send it. We'll see what it's doing. What's it blowing? You can't do that because you got people booking in advance. You got like and
it's really challenging.
Yeah, like people don't understand that dance.
Yeah,
and it's really frustrating too. I can't tell you how many. Just the other day, we had a gentleman who's been fishing with us for a really long time. Drove from St. Augustine, got a hotel room down the night before his trip. Supposed to leave at 5 a.m. the next day, and we had to cancel the trip at 6 o'clock the night before.
And nobody wants that.
And no one wants to take you fishing more than we do.
Right.
But unfortunately, the weather has just been changing rapidly. And I mean, there was multiple days where it's calling 1 foot and it's really like 3.5 foot, almost 4 foot.
Yeah, and it's a safety issue.
My grandfather always said that you're darned if you do and darned if you don't. He said it differently, obviously, but we're on the radio. And essentially,
your grandfather was way cleaner than my grandfather was with how he said that.
But basically, like, they're upset. Guests are going to be upset if you take them, because the weather's nasty.
Yep.
You're going to beat them up. Fishing's going to be tough. It's going to be really hard to make it an enjoyable day. But if you cancel, they're going to be upset too.
100%.
Because you ruin their plans.
Yeah.
How you guys doing? Travis Thompson, duck hunting guide here. Like, that is the story of my life. Yeah. Like, we want to hunt Saturday. Well, there's no ducks. Well, we're mad now. Mm-hmm. Well, okay, we'll take you hunting. Why were there no ducks?
Yep.
We tried to tell you there were no ducks, dude. Yeah. Like, that's.
Yeah.
I can't make this happen.
Yeah. As an inshore guide, fortunately for weather, decisions are made morning of at the ramp.
Yeah.
Like we don't have to plan ahead. We're not going, 80 miles offshore.
Right.
And that works in a charter aspect too, because I had that same conversation this week. We run this 12-hour extreme trip where you've got 16 people leaving at 5 a.m. And so it's really difficult to make those decisions in the morning. In a perfect world, you can, all right, the weather's been off. We're not exactly sure what the weather's going to do. We don't want to cancel the day before and have the weather be nice. So in a perfect world, you'd make that decision that morning. But with 16 people with different stories, traveling from different areas, it's difficult. When it's a charter and it's one family who's already in town, you can talk to them and they'll be like, yeah, we don't mind waking up and seeing how it's going to be. And then you can make the decision at the ramp the morning of.
Right.
But you can't make that decision at the ramp the morning of when you got multiple 16 groups. Different people traveling from different areas.
And then not to deviate from the weather, but add in the constraints. And I was thinking about this on the way over this morning, like the constraints of red snapper season or gag season or what. Like so as a duck hunter, again, I've got early teal coming up. I got 5 days. So if the conditions aren't, like, first off, I need the conditions to be perfect. I need the hunters lined up. I need the days right. And I need the ducks here. And I've only got this short window to do it in. Yeah. No different than what you're juggling with red snapper, gag, whatever.
Gag season's only 14 days. And, man, the first couple of days were really rough. And there was a lot of people that canceled. And then there was just as many people who sent it and probably shouldn't have, right?
Right. Like, and how do you balance that? And to the listener, like, how do we balance that better? We're trying to do the best we can because, like you said earlier, there's never a scenario where I want to take you fishing or hunting where you don't catch your limit or the biggest of your limit or the best.
Or have the chance to catch your limit.
Have your chance. Yeah, like that's the goal, is for me to take you back and get a pile pick.
Nobody wants you to be successful more so than the person you're paying to take you out.
Exactly. Exactly. And there's like a mentality shift sometimes with the clients where they're like, man, I don't think you put me in the best spot, or I don't think, dude, like, how's that a business model that I would ever in a bajillion years want?
Right.
I'm only wanting to put you in the best spot, but also I'm trying to work within the confines of all these other variables that are out of my control.
So since this is a call-in show, folks, if you have any tips on how we can better handle that.
You want to change the business model?
Call us in.
We're all three grasping here. So essentially, weather is looking okay as far as the forecast is concerned. We've got a full moon.
Heck yeah, we do.
Man, that moon was bright on the way here.
I about wore my shades on the way in.
It was crazy. But we also, with that full moon, we've got a lot of rain, a lot of cloud cover. So that can disrupt some of those full moon aspects. So it's a little bit of an interesting full moon. But we got a lot of good water flow. We've seen a lot of water movement, a lot of bait flushing. Inshore fishing's been pretty solid from what I can tell. In my microcosm of inshore fishing, at least, a lot of snook around the pass and the beach. The redfish bite seems to be picking up pretty well.
Redfish are picking up.
Yeah, concentrating more and more. And we're on the doorstep of that September-October time frame, which is peak redfish time, right? And it's been pretty solid. What's interesting on the inshore side of things that I've noticed lately is the sheep's head. I mean, it's early. It's early
way
September.
early. Yeah.
But dude, sheep's head are thick.
Are they?
Yeah. Walking around the dock, it looks like it's December. It's pretty wild. So we're seeing early concentrations of sheep's head, and hearing more and more reports of concentrations of mackerel as well, which is, again, very early. Water temps are still pretty high, but we've had a lot of rain. That rain has been keeping water temperatures down a little bit. And who knows? I mean, we're on the doorstep here, just another few weeks, and hopefully we'll be feeling our first cold front.
Some of the mornings have felt a little fallish.
Very doable in the morning. Yeah. It's nice.
I don't know if I've mentioned 3 times already on this show, but duck season is almost upon us, which is the greatest time.
Who invited this guy?
Yeah, we made a mistake bringing him.
I was
He's
thinking,
got his cowboy hat on.
Could we rebrand? Is this the first cowboy hat in the history of the show?
I believe so.
It's got to be, right?
In my history, at least.
And here's
Imperial Polk County representing it.
Let me tell you what I'm dealing with.
I'm
here.
outnumbered.
I'm the only single guy that's ever on the show regularly. I got you and Mike looking like you live at GNC. I got Bobby over here, tennis professional athlete, and I look like the guy that you're asking for differences between 2 Waffle Houses. Like, which one's better? So I got to do something to up that game.
Differences between 2 waffles.
But I was going to propose, like, could we just rebrand the show to Teal Animals while Mike's not here? Like, instead of real animals, we do teal animals, and we just do all ducks all the time.
All ducks all the time.
Yeah, like, what's he going to do? He's not even around to
He's not even in the state.
Perfect. So he can't even hear us, or by the time he calls in, we're going to be,
we're safe.
Anyway, I am completely unhinged today.
He is on his way to the Green Bay Packers opening day game at Lambeau Field.
The Packers picked up Micah Parsons. I bet he's pumped.
Yeah,
they're going to win the Super Bowl this year.
I don't know about that, but
Daddy's out of town and the kids are going wild. That's what I'm sitting here thinking.
No supervision for sure, 100%. So it is an exciting weekend. Hopefully that full moon will help the water get going and those fish to pick up. Like you said, the redfish have been active as of late. Offshore, we've got gag grouper season in full swing for another 8 days. We've got amberjack. Dude, amberjack is a wild one, Travis.
Is it?
I don't know if you've been following it, but
no.
Federal Fisheries Management, I would say, has hit a new, like,
all-time low.
Crazy.
I guess
it's not a low. It's a crazy. It's like a.
Bobby said it. We'll go with that because I didn't have to say it. But yeah, it is.
Have you ever seen the Hot Crazy Matrix?
Yes.
Yes.
I feel like Federal Fisheries is way up here in like the Hot Crazy Matrix. Like nothing they do makes any sense, but you're like, I'm stuck with this, and it's also like where I want to be, but. Can I say that on the radio?
Yeah,
did I just
we
get
did.
Rewind.
That's a good way of putting it, I guess. So essentially, back in January, we were told that amberjack shouldn't be opening, that the quota was exceeded last year.
Right.
I mean, the numbers didn't make sense. It was frustrating, but we were told in January amberjack wouldn't open. 250% exceeded was the early estimates. Now they've got the finalized numbers. They're saying amberjack quota was overrun by like 217%. So amberjack season was supposed to open September 1st, or is set to open all of September and October. Well, we get into August, and we still haven't heard whether or not amberjack's going to open. We get to the end of August, we still haven't heard whether or not amberjack's going to open. And it, by default, opens if there's no closure announcement. So there was never a closure announcement. So rolled to September 1st, we're like, hey, can we catch amberjack? And there wasn't a clear answer.
I love ambiguity in federal law.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
So by federal law, MSA dictates if the quota is overrun, there's an accountability measure, and the regional administrator has to close the fishery. So there is no ambiguity in federal law. But the federal law is being ignored because Southeast Regional Office put in a closure packet to HQ in Silver Springs, Maryland, and they've ignored it, or they didn't get it, or they're purposely ignoring it. I don't know. No one has the answer, but we're at a state right now where amberjack is open. And if you asked me when it closes, I would tell you I have no clue. It could go all of September and October. It could close tomorrow. It could close next week. It is a weird time to be alive.
So that closure packet was the proverbial
it was submitted
fax that falls off the fax machine in
Yeah.
the trash
Right,
can,
like,
and
how
nobody
did
sees
they-
it.
It was submitted over 2 months ago. And
via mail? Like,
no, I don't.
Pony Express.
Yeah, like how did they get in there? Is a guy driving?
And what's interesting is the same situation just happened in the Mid-Atlantic with bluefin tuna. They submitted a recreational closure packet. 2 months it took them to actually close the fishery, and they overran the quota by over 200 and some %. So this is now an ongoing thing in fisheries. Yeah, it's crazy. So federal fisheries definitely even more messy than normal. More on that, and hopefully we'll hear from you as well on the other side. 1-800-969-9352 is the phone number. Real Animals Radio will be right back.
Having trouble finding a plumber or an electrician you can trust, a company that is clean, honest, trustworthy, reasonably priced, and shows up on time? Captain Mike Anderson here for Titan Plumbing and Electric. My friend Joe Gennaro is the owner, and I've known him and his family for over 15 years.
I was like, all right, we're going with this.
There's no dump button on Real Animals.
I didn't cuss.
You didn't cuss. But the hot, crazy Matrix had me. I was speechless.
I could tell you had to get back on your game there for a second.
That was hilarious.
Wasted that in the first 10 minutes of the show.
Because that's all where we want to be, he said.
I saw. What's that guy? Simon Sitek or something like that.
Yeah, Cynic.
Yeah. So he did his version of the hot crazy. It was the he was talking about like employees and stuff, and it was high trust, high performer.
Yeah.
And he equated it to like the Navy SEALs. You know,
It's the SEALs. Yeah, that's an amazing.
Yeah.
Simon Sinek is the man.
Trust in
trust,
high performer,
high performer, high trust. Yeah, they'd rather have a high trust, low performer,
Yeah.
than the other way around.
God Almighty.
Seriously though, who invited this guy?
I like it. It's like a wild card today. Morning, Bill. Morning, Billy. Morning, Jeff. Karen. Karen, are you on your way to opening day? I feel like everybody up there is on their way to Lambeau Field. Jason, what's up, buddy? John, Greg, Paul. Did you see Elon Musk's agreement with the board?
$1 trillion.
That was
Wait, what?
crazy.
Elon. If you like, I'm hoping Elon picks this up. Like he's got a Google alert for his name, and he hears us talking about him right now on Facebook. Bro, do you want to do some conservation shit?
Yeah, right. No, it's crazy. The board of directors for Tesla, I guess, had to renegotiate his package, his CEO compensation package, and their latest offer is over $1 trillion. Like their compensation package for him. Crazy. Over $1 trillion. I was watching this thing. It was a YouTube video talking about money and putting it into perspective, and how $1 billion is enough. Once you get to $1 billion, that you essentially could stop working at age 30 and live pretty heinously and not be able to spend that money.
Couldn't touch it. Couldn't touch it.
Like
you could buy jets and shit.
Wait, so are you telling me it takes $1 billion to do that? Because I'm pretty sure I could do that on.
You could do that. No, he's saying you literally could.
You would have to try.
Gotcha.
You could walk in here and be like, "How much is this studio?"
Okay.
You could just be ridiculous.
Okay.
And not be able to spend $1 billion in your lifetime, but $1 trillion, even more. It's crazy. We're back, Bartow Ford, Real Animals Radio, talking fishing this morning. We've got Donald from Lutz on the line, and hopefully we're going to hear from you as well. Remember, 1-800-969-9352 if you'd like to join the conversation. Donald from Lutz, let's see what he's got going on. I'm sure he's on his way to the kayak launch. Donald, you got some serious noise in the background there, buddy.
What's up, Donald?
All right, hold on 1 second. Let me take you off Bluetooth. Okay, how's that?
Oh, much better.
Yeah, I had you on Bluetooth.
There
Okay,
you go.
so it's I am on my way going to Dunedin Causeway with my kayak club, Dawsu. It's Donald and whoever shows up.
Nice.
Afterwards, we got the cheeseburgers and hot dogs. But, it's been a month since Anderson's been on the radio.
Don't point that out. He specifically said, don't point that out. We're going to just glaze over that one.
Can we dump Donald? Like, are we dumping him like we're dumping me?
No, we can't dump Donald.
We still got the A-team.
There
the
it
A-team
is.
is there because Travis and Bobby and Dylan, you guys are awesome.
Thank you, Donald.
Appreciate it. We're holding it down, buddy. We're almost there.
Absolutely.
I mean, it can't get worse because not last week, but the week before, it was Mahoney in here. So that was a little scary.
You guys are giving me grief when you had Mahoney in here?
Anderson and myself weren't there. So it was interesting. But big shout out to him for holding it down for us.
Yeah, Mahoney did a great job because I got called in and talked to him. But I've been on the water, trying to catch that star-tagged redfish. So I went to the app 5 minutes before I called in for the leaderboard, and hopefully it's updated. I don't know, but according to the CCA Star app, there are 0 tagged redfish caught by registered anglers.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's according to the app. It says leaderboard updated when I clicked on it. So I don't know if that's true or not, but it's like that's crazy because I know that there's been tagged redfish caught because I've seen them, pictures.
I know there's a lot of tagged redfish caught by people who weren't registered.
I'm about to get an answer right now. I'm texting CCA.
Yeah.
I was going to say, maybe the Hall of Famer Lisa can call in later.
Lisa, I'm sure, will call in, but I don't know. I know a lot have been caught by people who weren't in the Star Tournament. My buddy in Texas is a fishing guide inshore, and on his charter, they had 2 tagged redfish caught, and no one on the boat was registered.
What a kick in the nether regions.
Absolutely. You know what's going to happen? So I'm in the CCA All-Star release. The memorial for Captain Richard Seward. Mm-hmm. So I'm fishing with Michael Perry and Rick Gross on Rick Gross's boat. I'm going to wind up catching a tagged redfish. that's going to be the kicker, But that would be something. But I don't know when you could register again, because as soon as I'm able to register, because even if you catch a tagged redfish, I think you win like $1,000 Ingle Cooler package.
Nice.
So that would not suck.
Yeah.
No,
that's good right there.
As an Ingle Cooler guy, that would not suck at all. Can't have too many Ingle Coolers.
Yep, I've got 3 Ingle Coolers with me right now. I've got the little 7.5 quart that I take on the kayak with me for my drinks and snacks, and then I got the 13 and a 19 filled with food, and condiments. So
Hold on. Did you just say you got 3 coolers and all of them have eating things in them?
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Yes.
True kayak angler.
Donald is like not just a kayak angler. He's like a spirit animal. He's my Patronus.
He's got 1 cooler for just hot dogs.
It's hard to watch somebody else living your dreams. Come on, Donald.
I've actually brought a grill with me one time. I had a little charcoal grill and paddled over to Caladisi, beached it, and set up my chair and set up the grill and grilled on right on the beach.
Donald, you're going to make Travis cheat on Waffle House.
What if you're set up on a flat and you're out there catching fish with clients and somebody just paddles by with a kayak smoking a cigar? Because he's always got a cigar. He's smoking a cigar and he's got a charcoal grill going.
That's awesome.
I'd be pissed.
Donald, we got to get you on the Blackstone train, brother. The little portable Blackstone. Let's talk offline. Like we're going to up your game even further.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I do have a griddle, so it's not a Blackstone because I couldn't afford a Blackstone, but I've got I do use a griddle when I do my outing. So I've got my griddle with me. It's a 4-burner.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, it does work. And I've got a big one at the house. So
that's awesome, man. Well, we appreciate it, Donald. Good luck out there today. Hopefully you guys catch them up with this full moon. Lots of good water flow and hopefully a good bite.
Yes, that's why I chose today, because I choose the dates and the location, so I always look at the tides and soliners, because I want all my people to catch fish. That's what it's
all about. Mm-hmm. Well, tight lines, brother. Thanks for the call.
Hey, you guys take care. Yeah, stay safe at tight lines, everyone. Appreciate you guys.
Catch them up, buddy.
See you, buddy. Always a pleasure to hear from our buddy Donald. We got Captain Mike Perry on the other side from Big Pine TV, and hopefully we'll hear from you as well. Remember, 1-800-969-9352. Real Animals Radio will be right back. Don't go anywhere.
From the local Lexus dealers, WFLA News Desk. This is News Radio, WFLA.
The earphones.
I thought it was because on the radio people can't see your cowboy hat.
No, dude. That's. I mean, I knew we were
This
screaming.
is modern radio.
Like,
This is modern radio.
this is how we do. This is how we live our lives now.
Oh God, Jason Richmond, don't say that kind of thing. Travis is gonna take that moniker and run with it.
What moniker?
I'm not telling you, because you're gonna like it too
Is it
much.
on the internet?
It's on the internet. He said the conservation cowboy.
Oh yeah, no, that's registering that.
Travis
URL
is like,
right
that's
now.
already tattooed on my lower back. Conservation cowboy. Oh, that's funny.
That would be a badass tattoo. Now that you're talking about it.
I know, right? See, I knew you'd be all about that life.
What do you think, Bobby? Conservation cowboy and like a cursive script.
Like lower back, like a tramp
Lower
stamp?
back, like a tramp stamp.
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
We have a crew member, Smokey. He's got a true black grouper carbo on his lower back.
Yeah.
Yeah. He got it when he was real young.
And hopefully drunk.
As a joke, yeah, of course.
Jason Richmond is that's my dog. We're boys.
Did we just become best friends?
Yeah. Yeah, insert Will Ferrell gif right here. GIF, right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I always get made fun of either way I say it.
So Stacy says Travis is over there looking like a clown.
No, that's a cowboy.
No,
That's a cowboy icon, bro.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's a
I don't have
cowboy.
my cheaters on.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, how old are you? That's
Yeah,
definitely
let me
a
hold
cowboy.
that phone for you, Grandpa.
That's the big iPhone, too.
Yeah, it is.
Bobby still can't see it.
How's he coming at me like I'm looking like a clown?
I mean, your words, not mine.
That's funny. Stacy did say nice hat, Bobby.
Yeah, because he's wearing Delta's hat. He's
Yeah.
in here pimping Delta. Look at this guy.
For the record, I pimped Delta, FGA, and all Florida at the Boca Grande Fishing Guide Association
I believe
meeting.
that. I believe that. Bobby's a team guy. He's
He is.
representing all the way.
Yeah.
That's my favorite Delta hat.
Yeah,
And somebody stole mine.
yeah, I have two. I'll give you the other one.
Do you?
Yeah.
I think it was a girl. I'm being very honest. How many hats?
I still don't have the good all Florida hat that I wanted, the black camo all Florida hat.
This one?
Yeah. No, that one's really cool. I don't have that one either. But the ICAST 2 years ago when we had the camo hats, I got one of the blue camo ones. And I was like, I want the black camo ones, and they were already gone.
That
Before
wasn't
you
an
guys
all
even
Florida hat.
showed
That
up.
was a yes on two
That was a
hat.
yes on 2 hat.
No, I thought it was an all
Yeah.
Florida hat too.
We didn't have black camo all Floridas.
Yeah, it was a yes on two.
We had everybody in black camo. Oh, we let them pick, I think.
I don't. Oh, it was yes on two.
It was yes on 2.
Because I had to buy
I mean,
my own black camo ones.
I have one if you need it.
No, I still have a bunch of them. We still wear them every now and again.
Yeah, I do too.
Especially if I know I'm going to a meeting, like when I go to meetings with Jeff Weekly, I always wear one.
Outstanding. That's outstanding.
He never replied to my email. Like after the shit with y'all, and then I sent him an email. I'm like, I'm hearing this. It's like, there's no way this is true, right? And then he like never replied.
Yeah, well, we had some calls.
Stacy said only if you knew someone who has more hats. My wife and I, the one of the only arguments we get into is she keeps wanting to throw away my hats because I
Yeah.
have an inordinate amount of hats.
Anna, if you're listening, it's not just me.
So
It's everybody.
I brought
The
a
back
hat.
seat of my truck has got like 45 hats in it.
This hat I brought to put on in case I couldn't do the show with my cowboy hat, but I wanted to do it with my cowboy hat.
So I'm taking that hat after.
Oh, you're welcome to take that hat. I got more. How long does it take you to get a hat right? like the bill and the brim and stuff.
Oh wow, you gotta break it in.
Like it's
a solid couple weeks of wearing it.
So I had a camo one of these in my truck, and a girl got in my truck the other day, and she's like, "Oh, can I have that hat?" What's the answer?
Of course.
Absolutely, you can have that hat. But I just gotten it right. So now I gotta break a new one in.
So did you sell it properly though? Like, or could she tell it was an internal struggle for you to decide to say yes?
I definitely hesitated for a second. I definitely hesitated. A good fitting hat. I mean,
it's a hard thing to get rid of.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Really pretty girl, but that was tough, man. It was tough.
Charge to the game.
Happily give her the hat. I needed to process for a second what I was about to have to go through.
Yeah.
Then you got to break in a whole new hat.
Right. You get me. You know where I'm at.
Oh yeah, totally.
Like that hat right there that you're wearing has seen some things.
Oh yeah.
I can tell.
Yep.
It's got some fading going to it, some character to it.
Yeah, that's my problem is I have a bunch of hats, but then I'll wear one and then you get it right, and then it's just hard.
Exactly.
Every day you put the same hat on.
I have a couple of fishing hats that are so like broken in and sweat stained that I could probably go like they would like levitate. Like they're so stiff and they would hold themselves up.
Have you seen these hats yet? Outdoor Capt company.
That's cool.
Like they fit good. I think they fit better than the Richardsons.
I think they do as well.
Stacy got them for the Delta banquet.
Remind me when we're done in my truck. There's a new kind of hat brand.
1010.
I don't know. If
Jeremy told me about it. Is it the?
It's the one Jeremy's running.
Yeah, 1010.
I don't know if it's 1010 off the top of my head, but Jeremy runs it. It is the most comfortable, softest. It is the best hat I've ever worn.
Hubbard.
We're back, Bartow, Real Animals Radio, talking fishing and hats this morning on News Radio 970 WFLA with Captain Bobby Woodard of Flying High Charters, Captain Travis Thompson of All Florida, and myself, Captain Dylan Hubbard. And hopefully we'll hear from you as well. Remember, 1-800-969-9352 to join the conversation. Looking forward to our upcoming OCC Roadhouse event that is coming up September. Let's see here. What
23rd, isn't it?
Yes, that is the correct answer. Thank you, Bobby.
Listen, I haven't been to one of those yet. I feel bad.
They're bad to the bone.
Stacy and a bunch of people went. You and I were going to go to one, weren't we?
We were going to go, and then you bailed for some reason.
I did bail.
Sounds about right.
I had a date.
Loser.
Yep. September 23rd, 7 p.m. at OCC Roadhouse. It is a good time, a killer location, amazing food, really, really good drink menus. I mean, they got it all going on over there at OCC Roadhouse. Plus, we have a good time talking fishing, answering questions, and you got a chance to win free Bull Bay rods, free Ingle Cooler package. We've got a lot of Real Animals and Hubbard's Marina swag to give away as well. So a great time. We're still working on finalizing guests for September 23rd, but we've got some really, really good options in the mix, and we should have that finalized for you by next weekend or sooner. So pay attention to the Real Animals and Hubbard's Marina Facebook. We'll make that announcement coming shortly. Also next week, Thursday, September 11th, we're going to be over there at Old Salt's Fishing Club meeting at 7 p.m. at CJ's Backstage in Tyrone area. And I'm looking forward to that because I'm meeting JP ahead of time at Athenian Gardens.
I talked to JP the other day, and he's like,
fun.
yeah, I'm going to see if Dylan wants to do this thing. And I was like, what are you talking about?
If you guys have not been to Athenian Gardens, you're missing out. It's the best.
If you don't know who JP is, we're pretty sure he's like Greek
Mafia.
Mafia hierarchy or something. Like everybody knows JP.
Yep, for sure. I'm super pumped about it because apparently I've been ordering wrong my whole life at Greek restaurants.
Yeah,
but I also don't know the language.
Yeah, no, you got to go with a guy that's Greek and.
Yeah, so he's going to order in like the native tongue, and I assume going to get some kind of.
Didn't like the way that sounded.
I don't twist my words, but all I'm saying is there's like a secret menu that apparently we don't know about. You know,
nice.
Yeah, you got to be in the mafia.
He's just like looking.
Have you had Greek food?
I have, yes.
Greek food.
Tzatziki sauce.
Yeah.
Have you ever sat down in a Greek restaurant and you're like, what am I looking at? I'll just have the euro. That's how I've done it my whole life.
Oh, really? You don't ask the waiter and be like, hey, can you just, what do you recommend?
I mean, you can try that, but it's hard to understand half the menu, right? You go to like a true blue Mexican restaurant or any sort of Indian restaurant. Like, you've got 18 different kinds of curries. And are you really going to ask the waiter to explain all the different curries?
No,
right?
I'm going to say, is it spicy and how many onions are in it? Because I'm anti-onion. So between those two things, that's all I need.
Anti-onion?
Anti-onion, dude.
Oh, man.
Big onion is that's the problem we need to be working against is big onion.
Big contact.
Big contact took me out this morning. But yeah, big onion is...
Cap Mike Perry's on the line. Let's go to him. What's going on, Cap Mike? How are you, buddy?
Mike, what's up?
What is big onion?
All our questions this morning relate to what Travis has been saying.
Mike, we're just trying to take the target off of Big Sugar. So.
Well, hey, he's got Big Hat on today. I'll tell you that.
Big Hat is the lobby I want to be a part of.
I had to flip over and look on the Facebook page just to see, because you guys were talking about it, because I normally just listen to the show on iHeart. Mm-hmm. But no, that's great. Great hat, by the way. Great hat.
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it, buddy.
No, the fishing's been pretty darn good, Dylan.
Nice.
Bouncing around some storms and stuff, but the mutton snapper continue to be very good. I've seen you guys been getting them too, which is just wonderful for that fishery.
Man, the mutton snapper expansion is nuts. So I've pretty good buddies with a guy out of West Louisiana, fishing around Geyer Bank and around the different banks up there. He's pulling in mutton snapper off the banks up there off Louisiana, which is nuts. That's like North Gulf.
Wow.
And they're huge muttons, big muttons. So it's the northern expansion is real on the mutton snapper front. Nuts.
Well, I'm happy to hear that. I hope the expansion continues and the growth of the mutton continues.
Be careful what you
mango.
Be careful what you ask for,
Here
right?
we go.
Because the flip side of that is what we saw with lane snapper. Lane snapper, when I was a kid, you caught them maybe a couple times a trip. You might see a handful of lane snapper a trip, but it was only from like 60 foot of water to like 100 foot of water. It was a very narrow range. Now we're catching 200 lane snapper a trip in virtually any depth of water. And what happened? We saw closures because all of a sudden that quota started getting hit. So my big concern with yellowtail and muttons is they're jointly managed between the South Atlantic and the Gulf, and the quota is split between the two. And right now we're currently in a dual management program, and they're going through that lane or that mutton snapper and yellowtail snapper quota split between the South Atlantic and the Gulf. And I'm yelling at anyone who will listen around the Gulf Council table, like, hey guys, we need to fight for the most possible amount of quota possible for yellowtail and mutton, because we're catching more than we ever have before. So it is nice to see the population growing, but what stinks sometimes in federal management is you get penalized when the biomass is doing well and you see more of the fish. All of a sudden the fishery starts closing because that quota is being met because the fishery's healthy. Challenging.
Well, I'll tell you right now, is you guys have, I believe all three of you, I know you guys fished in the Keys. You know, yellowtail is our go-to. Like, I can go out. You want to catch yellowtail? No problem. You know, during the summer, you want to catch mahi? No problem. We can have your mahi and your yellowtail and still have time to go chase down anything else you might want to catch. But I don't want to lose my numbers of yellowtail. I had a box full of big ones the other day, big yellowtail, 4 to 6 pounders. And it was rod bending. Like, I love to let the people use the lightest tackle when we're doing yellowtails, and the mangoes come up off the reef and you can see them and try to pick the one you want to try to hook. But I actually switched over to some tarpon gear because there was some bigger snappers, bigger mangoes below them. And the lady hooks one, and I thought it was a mango. When I looked down the gunnel, her rod was doubled over on my tarpon gear. And I looked down, and it's yellowtail that we weighed it on the boga grip. He was 7.1 pounds.
That's a monster yellowtail.
Monster yellowtail, yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, the yellowtail fishing has been very prolific, just like you said. We got to be careful what we wish for. But no, the fishing in the Keys has been good. Our collective eyes are peeled towards the Caribbean right now. What could potentially become Gabrielle is kind of, we're watching it.
She's slow.
I hope it just curbs up and goes off into we need a year, this state with no storms.
What's been crazy this year, and I'm keeping my fingers, toes crossed, knocking on wood and saying a prayer that it continues, is it's been really interesting this year where almost like consecutively back-to-back weeks or every other week or every third week, we have a low pressure that's trying to form on top of us. I mean, it's happening right now along this stalled front. And it creates a lot of adverse conditions and a lot of rain, and it's been canceling a lot of trips, and it makes the weather forecast
crap out of a hurricane.
It makes the weather forecast useless, but I'd much rather take that versus taking another Helene. So it's been interesting.
I was explaining to the clients, I said, these low pressures, and they're like, wow, it's trying to form over the state or right on the coast, right at the coast. I said, I'm not worried about that. It's going to rain. We're going to dodge storms from north to south, east to west. But the ones I'm worried about are the ones that get going way out many, many days ahead of time. I said, those are the ones that, if you pay attention to the years past, those are the ones that bother us the most and destroy things. And I know Bobby's been through it more than enough, and I went through it in Irma. Irma got me in the Keys and in Pasco County. I mean, I had a tree on a house in Pasco County. I had, we couldn't get into the Keys after Irma for 6 months because all the bridges had to be inspected, So it's just one of those things. But the fishing's great. Don't want to take up much more of your time. So you guys have a great day. God bless, tight lines, and everybody take a trip down to the Keys. The cooler weather is coming eventually.
We appreciate it, Captain Mike. Thanks, buddy.
Bye, Mike.
See you,
All
Mike.
right, guys. Have a great day, guys.
You too, bud.
Always a pleasure to hear from our buddy, Captain Mike. In Big Pine Key, remember you can get up with him by giving Mike a call at 866-GAME-FISH if you want to book a charter with Captain Mike Perry.
That's a great number.
866-GAME-FISH,
Yeah, like I'm kind of jealous I didn't come up with that.
Yeah, there's
866 Duck Ranch.
I think it was Captain Tommy Butler. He had a phone number. I think it was him. It might have been somebody else. I can't attribute it because I forget. But they had 727-813-FISH.
Oh, nice. That's so good too.
Yeah.
So you had both area codes and then fish.
Yeah. Real easy to remember.
Yeah.
I forget who that was.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Let's call him right now. See if we can get him to answer.
Yeah, right. So looking forward to hopefully another great weekend of fishing. The 44 hours out there right now, and they reported back that the gags were chewing overnight. So hopefully they had a really good bite. I'm waiting to hear back this morning. Our first couple gag trips went really well. We've seen some 30-plus pound fish, and quite a few of them on that first 39-hour public trip. They had, I think, 25, 26 of them. The Flying Up 2 has been catching a limit of red snapper, limited triggerfish, and 15, 18 gag grouper, so it's been pretty impressive. And I've heard from inshore anglers fishing the bay, trolling the channel. Billy's listening. He was talking about how they're catching a whole heck of a lot of gags. I know the guys off the Skyway catching a lot of gags. Been seeing a lot of good keeper-sized gags caught by the Skyway Misfits and their friends and group out there on the Skyway fishing pier. So it's cool to see.
I saw 31 under a dock the other day.
A 31 under a dock?
Yep.
Wow. I know.
Which dock?
It was right over that way.
It was in the water.
Don't be a jerk, Bobby.
Whatchamacallit, our bait guy, Brian, he's been out there in the bait boat catching dead bait for our trips, catching live pinfish for our trips, and catching keeper gags in the mix there inshore. So pretty cool to see. And we've been trolling a few up ourselves. So definitely, you want a big gag grouper, you got to go deep. Those longer range trips is where it's at. If you're not all the way out, it seems like you have to be in because that mid range, that 40.
It's a desolate wasteland for gags.
It's just a lot. It's a lot more difficult. I think it is pressure, a lot of effort, and water temperatures just don't lend itself to being successful. Inshore, you got a lot of bait, you got a lot of food, you got a lot of kind of hometown gags, and then out deep is really where the biomass is right now. It's a lot cooler out there, a lot more hiding places, and seemingly a lot more fish, but still more time for Red Snapper Season 2. We got Red Snapper open through end of day the 14th for private rec, end of day the 15th for federal full hire, and we all got gags until the end of the day on the 14th. Amberjack, who knows how long we got for those.
It's open at the moment.
So get them while you can. Hopefully we'll hear from you on the other side. If you have a fishing report, fishing question, if you want to say hello, give us a shout, 1-800-969-9352. Real Animals, right back.
He just moved up to Georgia. That's his front yard up in Georgia.
That's crazy. That's a lot of deer.
Yeah.
We got to make sure we talk about the sea trout.
Mm-hmm.
You got that on your list? The
sea trout symposium.
Well, the symposium, but there were there's some regional workshops.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, I did see something about that.
Do y'all know what I'm talking about?
I do.
Oh no, I'm talking to the. It's a show.
We're live right now, Bobby. I don't know if you know this.
I'm aware, but he said y'all.
I was talking to them. Y'all. Them. Here we go.
Dan the Fishman. 2 inshore slams this week.
From the kayak.
Yep.
Dang. That's killing it. I'm going to just drop this in the... I'm going to just drop these dates into the comments on these. Because there's a lot. There's a lot here. 866 Cowboy.
So how do you get like a custom number like that? You have to, I guess, whoever your phone provider is.
Back in the day, you used to be able to request phone numbers.
Yeah.
Back in the day, and you used to be able to get Google Voice phone numbers, so you could pick whatever number you wanted, and you could have it would forward. But Google Voice doesn't give out phone numbers anymore, and I don't think you can request phone numbers.
Not anymore.
So nowadays you have to buy it, like that. I know it was 727 fish became available, and someone was trying to sell it to me for an ungodly amount of money, and I was like, I'm not going to change the phone number for Hubbard Marina.
Yeah.
You know,
the same number I've had for ever.
Yeah, since before I was born. So, but I've seen phone numbers like that become available, but people don't even know how to dial that, right? Like Mike has 866 Gamefish, but no one knows how to dial it, so you have to explain how to dial it, right?
Oh, because you don't use letters anymore?
Even my generation, like I had a cell phone at a pretty young age, and when I first had a cell phone, you texted by doing the thing. So I know what it means when someone says 866 Gamefish. But if you tell a 25-year-old your phone number is 866 Gamefish, they're going to be like, wait, what's the number? They're not going to know how to dial that.
Okay, I'm completely dumbfounded now by you saying that there's a generation of people out there that don't know how to dial that. And what it reminds me of is Ted Kennedy's comment about AOC when he said she's the reason there's instructions on the shampoo bottle. Like, how do you not know how to dial that?
That's true.
So the letters are literally on your keypad.
Well, people don't realize that the letters are on the keypad. I mean, can you read those letters?
Actually, I can.
Tough guy. You know? They're small, and some phones don't even have the letters on the keypad.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's a new thing.
Are the letters clown emojis, Bobby? Do you see the clown emojis in the
I
letters too?
No, I see a clown emoji behind Stacy's comment.
Oh, we're back. Travis Thompson from All Florida, Captain Bobby Woodard from Flying High Charters, and myself, Captain Dylan Hubbard. We want to give a shout out to our friends over at Relentless Perpetual Edge Knives, the world's first self-sharpening knife that sharpens as it cuts. Ultra hard carbide, never rust titanium blade with a true grit glass reinforced ABS handle on a knife that is perfectly balanced and comes in 5 great models to choose from. Take the work out of filleting a pile of fish today and grab a Relentless knife. Go to relentlessknivesusa.com to find out for yourself why this is a knife all the pros are talking about.
I used one of mine just the other day. Bought a whole beef tenderloin, trimmed it up. Works great, man.
We're going to bring back up again that you're using fillet knives
on
meats.
beef. Yeah.
Well, you did this in the past, and we had a whole thing about this.
You walked right into it.
I'm just
we
telling
need new
you,
material.
it works
Heat
great.
it up again.
Look, first off, Relentless Knives, amazing.
Yes.
Veteran-owned company, Florida-based company. George is incredible.
Mm-hmm. But
come on, Bobby.
Why do you use fillet knives in your kitchen, man?
Come on, man.
Hey, Dan the Fish Man, call in, please, since you're a professional meat cutter, and
I
set these guys straight.
He doesn't use fillet knives.
No. Use cutlery, like kitchen cutlery. Like,
bro, look up the Bearded Butcher.
I'm familiar with the Bearded Butcher.
6-inch Victorinox.
Oh my gosh.
Whatever, man.
I didn't like any of it. Like if you were watching the stream, I didn't like any of that. Like none of that did I like.
I can't get behind this. Pulling out a nice fillet knife in the kitchen to start filleting up meat.
Oh no, I have a fillet knife in my kitchen. You know why?
Mm-hmm.
In case I cut fish.
Mm-hmm.
In case I'm
in your kitchen.
Yeah, like if I'm doing something with fish.
You know
in
how
my
I
kitchen.
know he's single. If I try to fillet a fish in my house, I would be single too.
Really?
Yes.
No, there's no
fillet fish in your home.
I'm not talking like you bring in a stringer of something and you fillet it.
I've also seen that. So I'm not gonna say you shouldn't do that because I see a lot of our guests. They'll send me pictures right in the kitchen holding up fish.
This is where I'm at.
And their wife is in the background like smiling. I'm like, all right, there's different strokes for different folks.
Single dude, if you bring a fish home, it's fresh. You just caught it. Yes, it smells like a fish, but it doesn't. First off, I'm smell blind.
If I was
a
single dude, I still wouldn't fillet a fish in my own kitchen.
No, I don't.
No. I'm a messy fish filleter, I guess.
I don't even like cooking fish in the kitchen. Like cook it outside.
You don't have like a kitchen fillet knife? Y'all don't have kitchen fillet?
That was the longest pause.
That was
on
a dead
radio
air. That was dead
because
air.
I was like, wait, what?
No, cook it outside.
I'm cooking it outside.
I like broiling it. I like cooking fish inside too.
Oh,
gotta
you
mix
can't
it
do
up.
that. That's crazy town. But you can clean one
So
right
you
there.
clean it inside and take it outside to cook
A
it?
singular fish, yes, I may clean it inside.
That's weird.
I don't know if
I'm
you
on
guys
Bobby's
live in
side
Florida,
there. If
but
you
like-
fillet it inside and then walk outside to cook it, you're giving me shade for cooking inside my house. Yet you're advocating to fillet the fish in your kitchen.
Not all fish, just like a singular fish. You want to clean it. You
No
clean
one's
it
on
right
your
there
side. No one's on your side on this.
Just him and his hat.
All right, let me ask you guys a question. Do you eat salmon?
Don't try to change the subject because you literally just said I'm going to fillet it in my kitchen and then, oh yeah, that's weird to cook it in your house. Let's go outside to cook it.
Because the
So
cooking like permeates. That's like a long-term thing. A fresh fish, you just take it out. Like when you cook.
I don't agree.
Commercial break.
You can't fillet a fish in the kitchen and be okay with that and then not be okay with cooking it in your kitchen. That's weird, man.
Because first off, I don't know what does or doesn't smell. I can't smell. I'm smell blind. So like I'm afraid things are going to smell bad. If I fillet the fish, I can get that smell out. It's not like
But you're
steaming.
smell blind, so you don't know.
But it's
I have
not like
so many questions.
It's not like when you cook something, like it steams everything. Like the fumes come off and it's getting into all
So
the stuff.
it gets into the drywall.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
In my head, that's what happens,
Right,
right?
gotcha. Okay.
I can't have a
kinda
lady
follow
friend
that.
over and have like fumigated
This is
my house with a
The
with a piece
inside of
fish.
Travis's mind is a dark place.
But I could clean it right there on the counter, take the stuff immediately out to the trash, like it's gone now.
Right.
It goes in the refrigerator or the freezer, and then I cook it outside a day or so later. Like people of the internet, people that are listening to this, someone please call in or back me up or
Do you
something.
fillet
on this.
fish in your kitchen and then walk outside to cook it? I feel like no one's going to agree with that.
Is
but
there
who
nothing
knows?
to the broiling
Different
thing?
strokes for different folks. I like broiling fish.
But no, I'm saying, doesn't that like the smell like?
No, it leaves as well.
No,
Nothing
like
permeates.
doesn't, like, stick to
frying
stuff?
inside would be the
all right,
worst.
So do you cook bacon? It smells up your whole house.
I don't cook
Do you wake
bacon
up-
inside. I cook bacon outside.
I cook bacon inside. I mean, I would wear bacon cologne if I could. I mean,
me too.
Yeah.
I don't know what bacon smells like.
Back to my point. You make bacon in your house. It smells everything up. The next morning when you wake up, it doesn't smell like bacon still.
It doesn't?
No. Smells go away, man.
I don't know about smells. Sorry, I don't know about smells.
He's pulling a card on us to walk this back, but I'm not letting it happen. I'm not letting it happen. All right, Real Animals Radio. We're going to be back on the other side.
Incredible radio.
With our Visit St. Pete Clearwater Safe Boating Tip of the Week. Captain Tim Fogel's on the line. We also got Dan the Fishman on the line. He's got a lot of great kayak fishing this week, and he's going to weigh in on this whole fillet knife thing in the kitchen. So hopefully we'll hear from you as well. Remember, 1-800-969-9352 for the conversation. Real Animals Radio will be right back.
Real Animals Fishing.
Number 1 on your car radio preset and the new and improved iHeartRadio app. HD2 Clearwater. This is News Radio, WFLA.
Do you have a cowboy hat?
I do not own a cowboy hat. No, sir.
All right, we got to get
Travis, we got to get Dylan a cowboy hat.
Dude, I'm tall and large enough. If I was to wear a cowboy hat, it's the proportions just aren't there to support it.
We'll talk to Mrs.
I was in Texas and I was wearing boots. I was wearing boots and jeans the whole time, but I don't think I can pull off a cowboy hat. I already hit my head enough. I don't need to add 3 or 4 more inches on top of my head.
Let Bobby process your deer.
In
Yeah.
his kitchen.
I'll turn Bobby loose with a fillet knife.
Wait,
Clean a
who's
deer.
Jason?
Thank you, Jeff Reedy.
Dan the Fishman is on your side, guys.
He's not on my
Bobby's,
side.
He's on Bobby's side. He said 6-inch Victoria Knox. I have one
In my hand right now.
I definitely use my fillet knife all the time to cut fish.
What do y'all think about
Or cut
Elizabeth
meat.
Bland coming at me with the Steven? She's using my first name. Like, that's an admonishment right there, brother.
I'm just glad I learned that was your first name just now.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, Steven Travis.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I felt kind of mom energy there, and I don't love that.
James is my first name.
I knew that.
So we're both pulling that. We both go by our middle names. Interesting.
I have an ozone machine, Stacy. Again, single guy, apartment. Like I know how to not do smells. I have a cleaning lady. Like I'm taking care of the smell stuff, and I'm not cleaning fish every 3rd day. I'm not you guys, but
You got an ozone machine? Those are pretty legit.
Yeah, dude.
I like an ozone machine.
I don't know what stuff.
But if you're smell blind, why would you invest in an ozone machine?
Because people come to my house and I'm single. Look at me. I need all the help I can get.
When he brings her home from the Waffle House.
Yeah. When you take Flo, the Waffle House waitress, back to your luxury apartment in downtown Polk County.
That's hilarious.
Hey, so we listed one of our rentals a few weeks back, a month back, whatever. Homeboy texted me. He's like, hey, just FYI, your 3-bedroom, 2-bath lakefront rental that you just listed is cheaper than my apartment.
Holy moly.
I know. I wanted to move.
Dang. Luxury apartment for real.
You got to make it smell good in there. It's what I'm
You
told.
got some serious amenities, I hope.
But I don't know. I do. I have a dog spa.
Oh, the location's great.
A dog spa?
There's a dog spa in my apartment.
What?
Yeah. So I don't give Finley a bath in my apartment. I give him a bath in the dog spa.
But he cleans fish,
Yes, I was just about to say that. You won't clean your dog in your apartment, but you'll clean a fish. All right.
Dig that hole deeper. But no, location's great, man. He can walk anywhere. He's got Grove Roots literally next door.
Grove Roots, what's that?
It's a
dude.
cool little brewery.
That's where we should do a road event for OCC type deal.
Yeah, if I had something next to my house, I would want to do it there too.
I'm just saying it's
even if it was a shithole.
Oh, I cleaned a mangrove snapper that was still alive on the kitchen counter one time. Only one time. My wife, who I was dating at the time, said if I ever did it again, she was gone.
I remember I have a photo somewhere of me at like 12, 13 years old. I walked into my house because I caught a snook in the backyard I was so proud of. I wanted to show my dad. So I walked into my house and was in the kitchen showing my dad. My mom came down the stairs, and that'll never happen again, right? I was a very young age ingrained. Don't bring fish in the house. Unless they're filleted and cleaned.
Let me
in a bag.
As the sole single person in this environment, including Noah, who got admonished by his wife who he was dating. Let me offer you guys some advice, because clearly I'm an expert. Similar to Similar to your mom saying you can't play ball in the house. Mm-hmm. Everybody's mom has said that,
Yep.
but you throw a ball around in the house, right? Like Finley and I play fetch. I live by myself now, and I play fetch in the house every day with a dog. Like I throw a ball in the house. And guess what? Everyone lives. Nothing dies. Nothing bad happens, y'all. Clean the damn fish. It don't hurt nothing. I'm not saying to leave it in the trash can for 3 days.
Hey, bud. You can also cook the damn fish in the kitchen. It won't hurt anything.
I do imagine that, but I think what I'm saying is the off-gassing from the cooking feels more risky to me than the cleaning.
He keeps trying to spin it like he's not the weird one here.
Someone help me out here. Like the cooking creates a steam or...
And like I said, the whole cleaning fish in the apartment thing, I'm not saying you can't do that. There's people that do that. All right, cool. Everybody has their own thing. What's weird to me, and where I'm throwing the red flag, Travis, is that you're saying it's okay to clean them in the kitchen, but it's not okay to cook them in the kitchen.
Because of the steam and smoke and stuff. The grease, the splatter, the...
So it's a containment thing. You're saying that if you clean it, you can contain it to here.
Here's what I'm saying.
But if you cook it, it's going to go...
I can clean a fish right here on this.
He's almost got me a few times. I'm almost like, yeah. And then I remember... That's not what I'm arguing.
Can we get a fish? Can we get a fish in the studio right now?
No.
Like if we could get a fish here, I could clean it here.
No, we're not doing that. We get in trouble for leaving this dirty already.
It would be removed.
The rings from the condensation on my cup. I've gotten in trouble about that.
When we took the fish out, there would be no remnants of the fish. But if we cooked the fish, we brought a hot plate in here and we cooked the fish in the studio.
We need Donald to bring his grill in.
Yeah, like it would permeate the walls and stuff. There would be fish residue in here.
There's also no exhaust fan in here.
These are fabric walls and there's no exhaust fan. I'm talking about cooking under a hood in your kitchen.
There's a difference. Someone, please God, someone help me. There's a difference there.
Oh, Lord.
Bobby, do you have a... Let's pick on
Bobby, you're on my side, right?
Yeah.
If you're going to clean it in the kitchen, you can also cook it in the kitchen.
I don't like the fact that you both came out at once.
Do you have a trout sticker on your case?
Yeah.
What the hell kind of Florida fishing guide are you that you got what is this, a cutthroat trout?
Yeah.
No, it's actually
a brown?
That's actually a brown trout.
So it's not even a native trout to North America. It's invasive.
But they're still fun to catch.
And that's what you've chosen for your case. Your phone case.
I would much rather be standing.
If my tarpon guy pulled out a phone with that kind of case, I'd be pissed.
I'd be out. Dude.
I would much rather be standing in a stream in the mountains with nobody around me, catching a trout, than anything else.
Can we talk again about skipping back? Because my mind just went to the black bear thing because he brought up trouts and I started thinking about bears.
Sure, absolutely.
Dude, the bear in the house.
Dude, that was insane.
Oh, I saw that.
That was the coolest video I've ever seen in my life.
I watch it. That video's got to be 4 hours long because I watch it on a loop every time it comes in my feed.
It is such a cool video.
I'm getting texts now.
I also saw one where a bear joined
management or parent company, iHeartMedia Incorporated.
Welcome to the Bartow Ford Real Animals Radio Show, your weekly voyage into Florida fishing. Presented by Hubbard's Marina, hosted by Captain Mike Anderson and Captain Dylan Hubbard.
We're back, Bartow Ford Real Animals Radio, talk fishing this morning. Captain Travis Thompson of All Florida, Captain Bobby Woodard of Fly 'em High Charters, and myself, Captain Dylan Hubbard of Hubbard's Marina on News Radio WFLA 970. And hopefully you guys are all having a great Saturday morning on this full moon weekend. Looking forward to a great day and a lot of great fishing. Want to give a shout out to our friends over at Affordable Roofing Systems. Whether you need a shingle, metal, tile, or a flat roof, our friends at Affordable Roofing Systems are your safest choice for repairs or replacements. With over 3 decades of roofing experience, let Affordable Roofing Systems guide you through this important process. They are defined by integrity, respect, and honesty, and they have a professional approach to doing business. Call 888-397-ROOF for your free estimate or visit them online at affordableroofingflorida.com. With that, we've got our good buddy Captain Jim Fogle on the line with our Visit St. Pete Clearwater Safe Boating Tip of the Week. What's going on, Captain Jim? How are you, buddy?
Hey, Captain Jim.
Hey, good morning, Dylan, Cap Bobby, Cap Travis.
Good morning.
Got good chaperones in there today, Dylan. That's good.
The conservation cowboy is what we're calling me now, Captain Jim. Conservation cowboy.
See what I mean? I like it. Yeah. By the way, I have a great cleaning table out on the dock, and if I cleaned one side, I'd be single too.
Thank you. Yes, I appreciate your input. That was my first question to you, actually. So I'm glad we got that out of the way.
Tell us about boating safety, Captain Jim.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get on with this. A sad thing. A couple of weeks ago, a gentleman ran aground somewhere in the vicinity of the VA and was found deceased. The boat must have been moving pretty good because I saw the picture and it looked like I couldn't tell what spoil it was, but it looked like the boat's like dead right in the middle of this thing. So it must have been hauling when he hit. That's such a shame. Yeah. The good news is 2 boaters were found by the charter captain of 6-shooter charters when he was returning from a trip near Marco. And they saw something, floating that didn't look right. So they went over, and sure enough, it was an overturned boat. And then they started looking around, and they found the 2 guys hanging from an old radio tower. If any of you have ever been, like, between Marco and the Keys, there's this huge old abandoned radio tower down there that everybody uses as just kind of an old wayton. I mean, you can tell where you are. Yeah, there's fish there, and it's a good spot.
There's definitely no permit there.
No permit at all.
So the captain and his crew got these guys off this radio tower, called the Coast Guard, and gave them water and stayed with them until the Coast Guard got there. He said the gentleman couldn't speak English, so they couldn't figure out what happened or why, but at least they found him. And that turned out to be a happy incident. Good. It's too bad they didn't have a PLB or an EPIRB. They probably wouldn't have had to hang there very long. If they had either one, that's why we keep pushing. Last Saturday, I think it was, we did some classes at the St. Pete Yacht Club, and before we went, I looked online, and for $349, you could get a PLB. You could get a Garmin Mini Reach.
Yeah.
That's pretty daggum cheap.
Yeah. Are you familiar with Starlink at all, Captain Jim Fogle?
Not really. Yeah. I know kind of what it is, but I do not know. No, tell me about it.
So Starlink is becoming more and more popular offshore, and a lot of boats have moved to Starlink, especially a lot of commercial boats that spend a lot of time offshore.
Yeah.
And it's basically a Wi-Fi connection offshore. So you can be 100 miles from shore, or you could be 50 miles from shore going 70 miles an hour, and you can have a Wi-Fi connection and be FaceTiming someone at home with perfect connection. And I get phone calls all the time by my buddies over in Texas, Louisiana, the Panhandle, from offshore, and we'll be chatting while they're underway, making way, miles and miles from shore, using this Starlink device. So it's a pretty cool
new. What does
new.
that cost you, Dylan? Is it something you pay as you use, or you just?
There's a monthly fee associated with it, and the offshore one is $250 a month. So it's a little pricey.
Okay.
But there's been a
you're
lot
off there all the time.
Right.
Exactly.
What's your the ability to communicate? What's that worth?
But again, there's been applications in safety recently. Like most recently, a buddy of mine in Texas had a hatch fail, and it slammed down on the hand of a crew member. He lost 3 fingers, severed in this incident. And they were able to FaceTime the flight surgeon from the United States Coast Guard, who walked him through steps to try to preserve the fingers.
What a time
And by
to be
the
alive.
time the helicopter made it there to air flight this guy to the surgery back in Houston, they were able to save and reconnect all 3 fingers because of FaceTime. That's crazy.
Wow.
That's insane.
Yeah. It's really
story.
interesting. And so that's
Yeah,
becoming.
I'm going to study that today, in fact. I will.
And what's interesting is we're going through these things or the council is grappling with some of these deregulatory things, and they're trying to make it easier for commercial anglers to meet safety requirements. And right now they require all this different stuff. And it was brought up like, hey, why isn't Starlink an acceptable
substitute?
safety?
Yeah, you could spend $250 a month on all this other junk, or you could buy that.
And like for us, we have a single sideband, we have a satellite phone, we have a Garmin InReach, and we have all this different things. But really, having a Wi-Fi signal and being able to FaceTime would be safer. But technically, the Coast Guard wouldn't allow it. The Starlink is not an acceptable safety
device. Having a backup ain't bad. You know, having redundancy out there isn't 100% bad idea either.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah. Hey, Captain Jim, did you see? I saw on the internet this week one of our state reps, Danny Alvarez from Hillsborough County. He was out. Him and his wife were out recreating in the bay, and they rescued a sailboater that had capsized.
Wow!
Saw that. I saw that this week. Yeah, I'll try to find that and send it to you. It was really cool to see.
Yeah,
he's ex-military, and like they did the right thing and got the guy back upright and got his boat uprighted and everything else. But
that's cool.
Got to stay safe out there.
So real quick, just to add, speaking of capsizing and that Marco story, anybody listening, if your boat capsizes but doesn't actually like sink all the way to the bottom, do everything you can do to stay with the boat when you're in the water.
Yeah,
because from a search and rescue standpoint, or just a casual boater passing by, much easier to see an overturned vessel than it is, a couple of bodies floating in the water.
Amen.
Excellent. Yes, thank you very much for that. Yeah, your head's, not even as big as a basketball sometimes. So spotting that from the air or from a distance is just hard as heck.
100%.
But that silhouette in the water can be, can stand out really well. That's a great point. Thank you for putting that in there. Yeah, we always recommend that. The only time you abandon your boat is if it's on fire, and then you only stay away from it long enough to where it burns out. Then you go back to it.
Amen.
Good points, guys.
Thank you, Captain
Good
Jim.
show. Keep up the good work for Coast Guard Auxiliary in St. Pete. Jim Fogel, be safe out there.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure to have our safe boating tip of the week brought to you by Visit St. Pete Clearwater and Captain Jim Fogel. We've got Dan the Fishman on the line as well, weighing in on a few different things. Plus, you got some great fishing going on this week. You got a few minutes here. What's going on fishing-wise?
Hey, fishing's been good, man. Just getting out there on the kayak, chunking some thread fins up by the mangroves, and just trout, redfish, and snook all in the same area. So they're nice. Fired up.
That's awesome, man. Definitely. So it's all been dead bait chunking?
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Honestly, I've been getting up super early. So that early morning, that first hour, I've been throwing the top water with pretty good success on the trout. And then after that, just run into the mangroves and looking for the mullet jumping and the water moving, and the high tide has been really good.
Nice. That early morning top water bite. Man,
there's nothing like it. When a redfish has to turn upside down to hit a top water bait, that's pretty cool.
Even a small trout hitting a top water bait is so much fun. It doesn't matter what it is. Essentially, that hits that top water bait.
Do y'all remember the slapstick? Sorry, Dan, I didn't mean to hijack you, but do you remember the slapstick, that bait that was set like way down, and then we jerked it would pop the water?
Like Smithwick made it, I think?
Yeah, I think so. Did you ever throw that, Dan? Like, it's a really cool trout bait.
I'll be honest, like my top water stuff has just really started. I've just been sort of really getting into it hard now, so I'm going to look it up. I just wrote it down. Like you said it, and I wrote it down.
Slapstick, yeah. It's a trout killing machine.
Top dog and top pup. That's how I was.
Oh, they're
raised,
amazing.
man.
But that slapstick, the trout, we would catch 2 trout at a time sometimes on them.
That's crazy.
They're wild.
Loves lures.
I've been throwing the Moonwalker, the Salt Strong Moonwalker with the inline circle hooks. I really like that. That's been doing really well.
Nice. That's awesome, man. It's always fun.
So it's been good. It's been good. But on another note, you can definitely cut meat with filet.
All right, we got to go. So, professional meat cutter. I'm not going to argue with you. You're right. And all right, we'll take your word for it. So
yeah, the ones that I like more than anything are like the Danko knives, like the harder ones. They work really well. But like the Dexters and all that, I definitely use those. No problem.
All right.
But is that your preferred? I'm not saying you can't do it, but is that your preferred? Like when I go to skin a deer or a pig or whatever, quartered out, like I'm not using a fillet knife.
Knives are tools.
When I'm at work, they give me the Victorinox. I have Victorinox, and a 10-inch and a 6-inch. So, and that's the same knives that, I fillet with at home too, the fillet the fish too. So it's all the same. It's more about flexibility, what you're doing with it, all that kind of stuff.
Hey, Dan, I think most people would call that a check in Bobby's column.
But
sorry.
Aren't we up against a break or something?
Dan, before we go, will you fillet a fish in your kitchen?
Okay, I will say that I am allowed and I will, but I would prefer to do it outside.
Okay.
My man.
All right. So
I would prefer to do it outside too, but I will do it.
And where do you cook the fish is
exactly.
the next question.
So if it's okay to fillet one inside.
I prefer to cook it outside too.
All right. Don't try to count this yet, Travis. So he's saying
Objection, Your Honor.
It's okay to cook it in the kitchen. And now the question was, is it weird to also it's okay to cut it in the kitchen, but it weird to go ahead and cook it in the kitchen? And he's saying he'll cook it in the kitchen. So don't count this one.
Sometimes, but he prefers to cook it outside.
I'm just saying, Travis.
If I could have it in a perfect world, I'd cut it outside and cook it outside. But, you got to do what you got to do, and Travis isn't under all the stipulations like we are, guys. He has a little bit more freedom.
A lot of flexibility here.
He likes and what
Be
he
careful.
Wants.
She might be listening there.
Thanks for calling in.
You're walking a tight line there, Dan.
Thanks for calling into the conservation cowboy there, Dan.
I love it.
Appreciate you, Dan.
Man. Thank you for making me smile at my work this morning. I appreciate you guys.
All right, buddy. Have a good day.
Well, hopefully we'll hear from you as well on the other side. Remember, it's 1-800-969-935-9352 to join the conversation. We've got Al the Crabber on the other side. Hopefully we'll hear from you as well. Real Animals Radio will be right back.
I'm up with my friends at Mark Spain Real Estate to give one of you an incredible surprise. This month,
We're just testing it out.
Captain Ray said, yes, I fry fish in the house. Yes, I fry bacon in the house. And I look forward to smelling it again the next morning.
He also said he's single, right?
Uh-huh. And he uses a fillet knife to cut meat.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
But I don't clean fish in the kitchen.
I'm pretty sure the fillet knife to cut meat, we can wrap that up and put a bow on it. Y'all are the only two.
I don't know. I've always found it to be weird. We had like growing up, we had Cutco like really nice knives in the kitchen.
We do as well.
And my dad would sometimes use a fillet knife to cut something in the kitchen. And to me as a kid, it was always weird to see that because you have this beautiful cutlery knife that's meant to cut meat right here, and then he's grabbing a Dexter Russell that I'm pretty sure I've watched him cut fish with before in the past. So as a kid seeing that, I was like, something's not right here. So as an adult, I have really nice steak knives and different bread knives and all this in my kitchen. Those are my knives that I cut meat with. My fillet knife, I've seen what I've done with my fillet knife, and I don't want that near my food that I'm about to cook.
They're two different
separation
knives.
of church and state.
Cosign on that.
Yeah.
Fillet knife is for fish.
There is a fillet knife for fish, and there is a fillet knife that has never touched a fish that is for trimming meat.
I can get behind that.
That's what I'm saying.
You have a brand new knife.
Why don't you have a meat knife?
That's what I'm
trimming
saying.
meat?
I do. We have a full Cutco set. We have nice stuff, but there's just something about the flexibility of the blade, the sharpness of the blade. I mean, like it works great. Like it's.
I feel like maybe your set isn't the right set. That's what I think's happening here. Like a good quality.
You got
meat
shitty
knife.
stuff, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm not saying it exactly like that, but you have shitty stuff clearly.
Okay, listen. I didn't have like a half a beef, and I cut the tenderloin off the slab. I had bought the tenderloin, so all I was doing was trimming it, like trimming a little bit of the cuttings, the trimmings, the silver skin.
Yeah, you don't have a little sharp, like skinny knife.
I do. It's made by Relentless.
It's called a skinny knife.
No, it's actually called a boning knife. Is what it would technically be called. But
like a little short.
Capt Mike Perry says, If I even thought of filleting a fish in the kitchen, I'd be dead. And I cook inside and outside. So
he's already called in. He's already shot his shots this morning.
Big Cutco. Rhineland is also really awesome. Rhineland sponsors the 6a-8 things, and they have those Rhineland knife sets. Those are really nice.
Oh, speaking of nice
but
knives,
I'm all about Benchmade. I'm a Benchmade dude now.
I thought you supported the Second Amendment.
Wait, don't ruin this for me. I've always liked.
Just dropped a bomb. Did you see that? Did you see his
Yeah.
face? Yeah. Google Benchmade Second Amendment gun buybacks and breakdowns in Elton.
No.
Yeah. That's what you get for going to Oregon, bro.
No.
Montana Knife Company. Clearly, Relentless Knives, right? Like they're sponsored.
Yes.
But I'm a Montana Knife Company guy. Like
Relentless Knives does not make pocket
they don't
knives.
make they don't make an
That's what I'm saying.
EDC.
Like,
Right, they don't make an EDC.
But if
knife.
they did, that'd be what I carried.
Yeah.
But I'm an MKC guy. That's the knife.
Yeah.
And they make a knife that's sharper than whatever fillet knife you're using for me.
Yeah.
I like.
Well,
the small
obviously you're
boutique
hooked up,
knives.
so.
They make EDC.
No, they don't. I mean, they do, but they're all
like
cheap.
yeah.
They're not. They're
Fixed
not.
blade.
No folding.
No folding.
I love my saw fixed blade. That's my favorite. That's my favorite.
Back to the meat knife thing, though, I totally forgot. We have that nice set that we got at the
Delta Banquet.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like.
Anna's
I look over and Anna is bidding in the live auction on meat knives.
Yeah.
Wasn't she?
Little do we know that her husband's planning on just.
Yeah, he's just
going to
use a $7 Rapala or something to like cut up a
we
fillet.
put those like in a cupboard or something. I haven't even seen them. I literally forgot we even had them.
No, we're back.
Dylan Hubbard.
We're back talking fishing this morning. Bartow Ford Real Animals Radio Show, News Radio 970 WFLA. Captain Travis Thompson, Captain Bobby Woodard, and myself, Captain Dylan Hubbard. And we've got Al the Crabber on the line this morning. What's going on, Al? How are you, buddy?
Excellent. I went fishing yesterday in Oldsmar at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I just got an itch to go.
Nice.
I went behind the West Shore Pizza Shop.
Mm-hmm.
Up there, it's like virgin territory.
Yeah.
I used a lure rod and a rod with some shrimp. And I sprayed the lure with WD-40. And I caught 3 triple tail on that rod. And I caught one Jack Lavelle.
Nice.
And the other in 2 hours.
Wow. I've been hearing triple tail have been getting pretty thick. There's not a lot of big ones around, but the numbers of triple tail is nuts. But I remember you calling in a few shows ago. You're fishing in like essentially a creek river area.
Behind
right?
I was on that show, the West Shore Pizza Shop. We were blowing it up.
Yeah, but catching triple tail up in there, that's pretty interesting. Huh.
About 13 inches.
Nice. So not quite keeper, but man, that's pretty cool to see them all the way back up in there. That hopefully we're going to see a big flush of them this fall when those crab trap lines get out there. Hopefully we'll see some big dogs show up. That's cool to hear for sure.
Unfortunately, I didn't bring a cooler, so I threw everything back.
Yeah.
Everything.
The old WD-40 on the lure trick. That I remember being a big thing when they were a fish oil base, but they changed the formula, but it still works, huh?
I tell them, I'm surprised.
All right.
I'm surprised.
Learn something new every day.
I had 3 shrimp. I went to a fishing place in Hillsborough. He only had 3 jumbo shrimp, so I took them. And I went. I had no cooler or big bucket.
Nice.
So I just sprayed it with the WD-40.
There it
Threw
is.
it in.
Making it work, buddy. We appreciate the phone call.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You as well, Al. Thanks for calling and dropping us the fishing report.
West Shore Pizza's on fire, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Get you a steak and cheese sub and go out back and
crush the fish.
Crush the snook.
Get some triple tail on the WD-40 shrimp.
I feel like Al really wants those snook and redfish out of there.
To get his crabs.
Like that bycatch is not. Yeah, he's trying to get some of that stuff thinned out. Get the triple tail out of there. Like that's not where I would think of a triple tail.
I feel like I need Al's number.
right?
Yeah.
You give me some tarpon crabs.
Yeah, let me just help clear a bunch of stuff out for you, Al.
We've got Captain Ray Markham on the line as well, but I don't want to go to him. We only got a few seconds left here, or a few minutes left here in this segment, so I want to give him some time so he's not rushed, because he has to weigh in on this morning's conversation for sure. And looking forward to hopefully a great week of fishing inshore-wise. It's been great redfish action. Trout bite has been fired up. Dan, the fishman, mentioned earlier he's got a couple different slams this week on the kayak. We've had a lot of good water movement, and that's been helping move a lot of bait and move a lot of fish. Snook bite has been crazy out in the beaches. It's been really solid.
It's been a good snook year.
Yeah, and we're on the doorstep of that transitional time. It's not too far away, and we're all looking forward to that calming down, or cooling down, I should say. And fish moving around, patterns changing, everything kind of overlapping. It's an exciting time for sure. So coming soon. We're not far away. And hopefully we'll hear from you on the other side as well. Remember, 1-800-969-9352 if you want to join the conversation. We've got Captain Ray Markham on the other side. Real Animals Radio. We'll be right back.
From the local Lexus dealer news desk, this is News Radio WFLA.
Let me ask you something, Bobby.
Don't ask me, ask Dan. He's the one
Let me
that said
ask
it.
you something, Bobby. let me tell you something.
We're doing a fishing show in the fishing capital of the world. As I don't guide for fishing anymore, but I guided for fishing for a long time. 3 fishing guides. Do you think what Publix uses for seafood matters to me?
Shots fired.
That was strong, right?
That
That's
was strong.
That was an aggressive. Like, I'm fine with. I love Publix. I'm my grandma.
As
the
you
groceries
should love
were taken
Publix.
to her
You
car.
live like a mile away from the very
I'm
first
not-
Publix ever.
I want to jump on this bandwagon and getting up on Bobby with you, Travis, but I can't badmouth Publix.
I'm not bad.
That's a Florida institution.
He
No,
lives
I'm
a
going there,
mile
I'll
from
buy
the
it.
first Publix ever.
Look, but let me ask you some things. I go there, I buy pub subs. I go there, I buy meat. I go there, I buy groceries. I buy my produce, my orange juice, my ice cream. All that's Publix. I'm just not looking to them for fillet knife advice or seafood advice because I live in Florida.
Dude, I mess with the Publix salmon because we don't have that in
Oh.
Florida. I go to the seafood counter at Publix.
that took it apart right there.
Yeah.
Damn it.
They have really good salmon.
Good try though.
I don't doubt that they have good salmon.
They do. They've got Wednesday $5 sushi night too, man. They've got seafood department.
I'm not
at Publix.
going to seafood at Publix. Not doing it.
I've done it. I wouldn't go against
I
it.
guess where I'm at. Okay. All right.
Is it my first stop? No, but it's on the list.
I'm just saying, like, I'm not going to Publix and buying cobia or pompano.
I don't think
or-
anybody does.
I don't know. I don't even know what they have.
Somebody does,
I
'cause they
sail
sell it.
past.
Right.
I sail past this. You know what I do buy at their seafood departments? Those little shrimp cocktail things. Those are fine.
He's again.
But it has no
going against
bearing.
his own argument.
It has no bearing on the knife selection. Like shrimp, they're not using a fillet knife.
Is that how you rationalize it?
They're not using a fillet knife on the shrimp.
That is funny.
If it's a piece of seafood they had to
We're
fillet,
seeing
he's
the-
not buying
we're
it
seeing
because
the
they used the
inside
wrong
of
knife.
Travis's rationalization and arguing skills here. No wonder he's so good at these conservation corners.
I'm just saying, love Publix, big Publix guy, huge Publix guy. People in my family.
Way to walk it back, buddy.
Have you ever been to an Ingles though?
No, I don't even know what that is. I'm a Publix guy.
Dude,
first and foremost.
I was born and raised. We go up to Michigan every summer, and I hate it. I hate it. Once you leave the Southeast and you leave Publix, it's the worst.
It's the worst.
You got Bojangles and Piggly Wiggly and Ingles.
Whoa.
and
We got
Ingles.
Bojangles in Polk now.
All I know is they all suck.
I will F with some Bojangles.
I hate anything other than Publix.
You get a spicy chicken biscuit from
Dude,
Bojangles
I don't
for
know,
breakfast?
man. I loved me some Ingles up in North Carolina.
I don't like any.
I don't know. I've never been to an Ingles in my life. I'm a
It's
Publix purist.
it's even strange if you go to a different Publix, right?
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, like your home Publix is your home Publix for a reason, and you have to stop at a different Publix, and you're like, I don't know where anything is.
So
you know, you
if
feel
you're
out of place.
If you're in Imperial Polk County, I was the Spirit Lake Publix. That was my
If
home
you're in
Publix.
Imperial Polk County,
Yeah, let me adjust my cowboy hat as I talk about this. This is the conservation cowboy coming at you, talking about Imperial Polk County. Are we back?
No.
I had the Spirit Lake Publix, and that Publix,
which is a pretty shitty one.
We call that the Publix outlet.
Yeah.
Like, it's like between the Dollar General grocery and Publix, there's this Publix.
Yeah.
Like, it's directly in between those. So my Publix experience, I was loyal, but I was also like, now I've moved downtown.
I used to work at Publix. I'm Publix through and through.
I've got multiple Publixes. Publi.
Oh Lord! Anybody listening, can you reply to the feed and tell us what the plural of Publix is?
I think it's Publi.
If there's a school of Publixes, is it a fever? A school?
Oh Lord!
Publi. If they allowed public people to buy public stock, I would own public stock.
Is there a way to just delete this show when we're done?
So which do you go to, like the one by St. Joe's?
So, it just depends on which way I'm going. Sometimes I go to that one. Sometimes I go to the one by TJ Maxx and Chipotle and Culver's.
Where?
Over on Cypress Gardens Boulevard. The first one.
Oh
on Cypress Gardens Boulevard.
yeah. Okay.
I vacillate.
Like across from Chili's?
Yeah.
Wait, you vacillate? You go to different Publixes on purpose?
Well, I live 1.1 miles from each Publix. So it's like, which way am I going?
I don't like it.
If I go to the
I'll
gym,
drive out of my way to go to my Publix.
If I go to the gym, I go to the one on Cypress Gardens Boulevard. But if I get up on Sunday morning,
on my way home from work, I have to drive essentially through a Publix parking lot, the Madeira Beach Publix, and I will not stop there.
You don't have choices like I do.
Yeah, I will. I drive past two Publixes on the way home, and I'll go out of my way to go to the second one.
Two
Publix.
Two Publix.
Two Publix.
We're back, Bartow Ford, Real Animals Radio, talking fishing this morning here on News Radio 970 WFLA. We've got Captain Travis Thompson from All Florida, Captain Bobby Woodard from Fly 'em High Charters, and myself, Captain Dylan Hubbard from Hubbard's Marina in studio this morning. Want to give a shout out to our friends over at Affordable Roofing Systems. Whether you need a shingle, metal, tile, or a flat roof, our friends at Affordable Roofing Systems are your safest choice for repairs or replacements. With over 3 decades of roofing experience, let Affordable Roofing Systems guide you through that important process. They are defined by integrity, respect, and honesty, and they have a professional approach to doing business. Call them today at 888-397-ROOF for your free estimate, or visit them online at affordableroofingflorida.com. With that, we got our buddy Captain Ray Markham on the line. What's going on, Captain Ray? How are you, buddy?
I'm doing just fine. I don't know about y'all. Y'all are crazy this morning.
Hey, Captain Ray. We're up against a break, it sounds like. So,
not just this morning.
Oh my God.
So how's fishing going for you?
Well, not too shabby. It's it just depends on the day, because I've had some days where I couldn't catch a cold, but there again it was like 110 degrees. But
yeah,
but the fishing's it's been normal as far as I can say for this this year, and I can't say this year has been the best year because it's just been so doggone hot. And the fact that we still don't have a lot of usable boat ramps to launch from, you're still at the mercy of the guy who gets up at 4 o'clock to make sure he has a place to park his trailer when he gets to the ramp. So, all that aside, I have several things that I wanted to say real quick. First off, for Jim Fogel, who gives us some great tips and everything else, he touched on something a few weeks ago about your bilge pumps.
Yeah.
One of the first things I do when I get my boat in the water is kick the bilge pump on and make sure it works. But I will say this. Since, it's been probably close to 25 years or so ago when braided fishing line was introduced, I have guys that sometimes want to tie their own knots and things like that, but I don't let them. I do it all myself. And I do it for 2 reasons. Number one, I know the knot that I use works. Okay. And number two, I don't want them trimming off these little teeny pieces of braided line that are like maybe 3 or 4 inches long off the tag, and throw them down in the bilge of the boat. Because when those little tags of line get down into your bilge pump and wrap around the little, I don't know what you call it, little spindle thingy that goes around there, it will burn your bilge pump up. And it's a very expensive way to have to go out and buy a new bilge pump every year or whatever. Plus the fact that it now renders your boat sinkable. So, that's all I want to say about that. But as far as the Victorinox knives are concerned, I have a bunch of them. I think they're great knives. I don't use them for cleaning fish. I use them cutting all kinds of other stuff that I have in the house. Dylan, for the Publix guys, I've been a Publix guy all my life.
Amen.
In fact, I worked for Publix while I was in high school, working my way through college.
Me too.
And Mr. George, the owner of Publix.
Mr. George took my granny's groceries to her car. Keep going.
He fashioned his stores after Ingles. Okay, for those of you who don't like Ingles, but they were good friends. The owner of Ingles and Publix, they were both good friends, and that's kind of how Publix kind of got their setup. But they are nothing like that anymore. And
so you would say he modeled it after Ingles and then improved on it and made it way better, is what you're saying.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I just wanted to follow.
Head and shoulders above everybody else.
Just wanted to make sure Bobby was aware.
Your Honor, permission to approach the witness. Ray, I think what you also said is that, like, in our lifetime, we would not know that those were stores that were modeled after each other. They're completely different in every way, shape, or form now, right?
Well, yeah, that's probably so. But there are some stores up north in the New York area. Actually, they're around in kind of the northeast U.S. that a lot of people really have a high, opinion of. And it doesn't make them bad stores. They're super huge stores, and they're really, really nice.
I'm going to throw one out there.
I'm not going to mention the name.
I'm going to throw
one. We don't
one.
have one down here. All I want is a new Detweiler's up here in St. Pete.
That'd be nice.
That would be nice. That's a good meat market.
Have you ever been in Detweiler's?
I haven't. I'm a Publix guy.
They have an amazing fresh seafood department. The meat department is unbelievable. They sell prime beef. They sell everything, and all the vegetables they have come straight off a farm.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Always good to know a good farm stand.
Go fishing.
Amen. Appreciate you, Captain Ray.
All right, buddy. Take care.
See you, man.
I love people wearing baseball hats telling me wearing my cowboy hat about farm stands and groceries and things.
I'm just saying,
So, clearly, I know what I'm talking about.
So, again, you are a walking contradiction today, Mr. Cowboy Hat. Oh, I'm a Publix guy. Meanwhile, me saying a farm stand is better is weird.
And your family owns a farm. I do not.
North Lakeland, Crawford Produce. Did you ever head up there? Captain Sean Crawford's dad?
I don't go to Lakeland, dude. That's Eagleton. That's a place we don't go.
Eagleton.
That's the place where the sun doesn't.
Just very subtly dropped a Parks and Rec.
You know, at the start of the Lion King, where they're like, "That's the area we don't go over there," like where the hyenas are.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the Lion King ever. I don't know this. I just know there's a meme. That's Lakeland. We just don't go over there.
Okay.
That's not where we go. We're Polk County through and through. We're true Polk County.
Wait.
Lakeland's not, dude. Lakeland's not. Like, it's just different, man.
You knew what I was going to ask, right? Because I'm pretty sure Lakeland is Polk County.
Yes, but where I'm talking about is
geographically.
Kathleen. Where I'm talking about is Kathleen.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's
still Lakeland. It's all Lakeland. I got to go through Lakeland to get there.
There's technically a sign that says "Welcome to Kathleen."
Guys,
Orlando is Florida, right?
Guys,
but it's not Florida.
Okay, so Lakeland isn't Polk County.
Yeah, but it's not.
Okay, thank you.
But Kathleen isn't Lakeland, also.
Sort of. Where's Ron? We need Ron to call in and tell us about Purple Blues.
Ron retired, bro.
I know. No, I drove by there. Like, it's sold. Yeah. It's such a sad day.
Yeah. It's that's.
I'll give you the Polk County. I'll give you the Polk County fishing report.
Go for it.
Go with the Purple Booyahs. That's what they're hitting right now.
Whoa, that was groundbreaking, Travis.
The Ron's Tackle Box Memorial Fishing Report.
You didn't die.
No, he didn't. But the store's gone.
Where are we going this morning, dude?
I was trying to bring it back to fishing.
So on the freshwater topic, if anybody has a report or suggestions for how to catch fish in Lake Sinclair in Georgia, please call in or post them on the feed. I got a buddy that just moved up there and needs some help.
Lake Sinclair in Georgia.
I would try the purple booyah for real. Like, why would you not? Like, if it works on all these lakes in Polk County and has for 84 years.
Speaking of freshwater and fishing and bringing it back to fishing, we're almost in that spec time.
It's coming.
It's right.
Specs are coming.
Is that first cold front, or do you have to wait till a couple cold fronts and it really cools off?
For the best time, it's like you want a couple of cold fronts to come through, but they'll also shift where they're at.
Cold.
They're going to move into the grass,
Shallow.
like the lily pads, Kissimmee
They'll
grass,
start
stuff
deep
like that.
and start working their way in.
And then
The colder it gets, the shallower they get.
Well, they'll bounce. So there's certain times when you'll catch them up in the grass in like 4 to 6 feet of water under lily pads. You find out the depth they're at, and then they'll move offshore, and you'll find them out way off the ledges and stuff.
What about bass? The bedding of the bass. When does that really kick off?
That's like a springtime.
Yeah,
late winter, springtime.
Late winter for us.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I
January,
thought it was
February,
beginning
March.
to-
January, February, March.
I'm glad I asked.
Yep.
I thought when it starts cooling down, they start doing their thing.
Man, I found a bass bed not too long ago. Like, you'll find them, but I found one, and I caught the same buck bass off of it. This was like in May. I caught the same buck bass off of it 10 times.
Another question for you, because I took my kids to the park the other day, and I got all thrown off. The plecos, the armored catfish, they make beds like bass too?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. They also tunnel.
I thought they
banks.
were taking over bass beds, because this one lake we went
They
to.
will eat.
They will eat the baby bass
Yeah.
and take over the bed. But this one lake we went to, there's just beds everywhere. I was like, man, there's a lot of bass in here. And then I started seeing all the catfish, and I was like, well, did the catfish take over the bass beds and there's still bass in here? But from the looks of the pond, there is nothing but armored catfish in there.
Obviously, Nile perch will make beds as well, just like
Big
bass does.
beds. They'll look like a moonscape when Nile perch
it'll be
do
like
it.
a crater.
Tilapia.
Yeah.
Big beds.
Wait, Nile perch, tilapia are the same thing?
Same thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. I just got a crash course on freshwater fishing there.
Well, there you go.
Interesting.
Do you want a cricket cage for your
I do not want a
garage
cricket.
now?
Dude, a cricket cage?
Bobby,
like, if you
Bobby texted me and was like, hey.
I was in
do
the
you want a
text
cricket
thread.
Oh, yeah, you were. And I was like, what in the world am I looking at?
You guys have a need for a cricket cage?
Yeah, like, I don't know
I
where
thought it
Dylan
was a
keeps his
piece of
crickets.
furniture.
I don't know where Dylan keeps his crickets, to be honest. If you don't have a cricket cage. Like, what are you guys doing over there at Hubbard's Marina for your live bait
Not
situation?
selling crickets, I can tell you. We got a shrimp tank and a pinfish tank, and sometimes we've got a fiddler crab enclosure.
Maybe a cricket cage would work as a fiddler crab enclosure.
Yeah, I've always wanted to build and still want to build like a legit fiddler crab. I've always envisioned like making the bait area like almost like a touch tank, because we load our dolphin boat past the bait area.
Yeah.
And I've always wanted to make like a very cool aquarium style touch tank / just like viewing area of the bait area.
I love this.
Don't make it your actual retail tank. Just take some
100%.
out of your retail tank into that.
You and I are thinking on the same page.
I love
here.
this because I feel like the animal rights activist is going to be like, this is the most environmentally
Hubbard's Marina is the
best treated-
biggest contradiction you've ever seen in your life, because we'll like offload a 39-hour with thousands of pounds of dead fish on the deck, and then a couple hours later we'll load up an eco tour to go watch dolphins and talk about nesting seabirds. It's and then later we'll do a sea turtle trackers trip, and then
I love it.
We'll do an island cleanup event. And
Why can't it be both?
It's a very interesting world that we navigate.
I saw the Egmont Key Alliance, like
tearing
big
cleanup.
Yeah, y'all doing a cleanup coming up soon.
Yeah. She's gonna be mad because I forget the date off the top of my head.
I forget the date too. I was trying to stall right there.
You were trying to proud me.
I was trying to stall. Like even now, I'm trying to stall so you could look up the date
Yeah,
and then come
I'm
back.
scrambling, but it's not in front of me. Yeah,
I tried, Tara.
Yeah, it's coming up soon, and it's gonna be a fun time. And I found it. I found the link. September 27th. It's from 8 to 2. It's an island cleanup event because Egmont Key got a lot of damage from Hurricane Helene, and there's a big cleanup effort going on. They've been doing a big cleanup effort out there, but it still needs a lot more. So hopefully this big cleanup. We did a couple cleanups before the island was open.
Yeah.
Before we were told that, hey, you're breaking
not allowed to be there.
federal law. You guys got to get out of here.
Just like amberjack. They're still catching amberjack until they're told they're not.
That's us. It's better to ask forgiveness than permission. Yeah, so looking forward to it. September 27th, 8 a.m. to
27th or 20th?
I just said it, right?
September 20th.
No, it's September 27th, man.
Oh, I'm looking at the one at Shell Key.
Yeah, you got the wrong date, bro.
I'm looking at her site. Like, I can't. Look. She's doing so
She
much.
does a lot of cleanups.
Yeah, I can't.
She does a lot of cleanups.
September 20th, I couldn't be there, so I kind of tuned it out because that's the opening day of teal season.
Mm.
And as
So
one
wait,
of the
September 23rd, you're busy? So you won't make it to OCC Roadhouse?
I don't think so. I got to look at the birds. It's going to depend on the birds. Like I said earlier.
If there's no birds, then
if there's no birds, like I got no reason to go. I mean, I could duck hunt. I could wood duck hunt. But as one of the co-hosts of the Teal Animals radio show, that's obviously a really important.
I like how you said that nonchalantly.
If I could get a logo.
You should make one, an AI one.
Yeah, I'm moving to Chat GPT while you guys talk about fishing or something.
Buying that domain.
Teal Animals.
ConservationCowboy.com.
In the Teal Animals radio.
Real Animals Radio. We'll be right back after this with our last segment of the morning. Don't go anywhere. Again, September 23rd, 7 p.m., OCC Roadhouse, 7 to 9. Also, September 11th, we're going to be over there at CJ's Backstage in Tyrone with Old Salt and Talking Fishing. Hopefully, we'll see you at both events, and don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this.
Oh my God.
Mangoes on crickets.
I saw that.
Dude, I think that would work.
I bet.
I've caught a bunch of them on past crabs. Big ones.
Mangoes?
Yeah, while we were offshore permit fishing.
Red grouper, too.
If
They love crabs.
If the crab, got a little too deep, mangoes would come up and get it. I say offshore. I mean, we were like 12 feet of water, so.
Super far offshore.
Yeah.
Travis's cowboy hat in the stream is so large. when Captain Jim Fogle was like, "Yeah, your head in the water is only like the size of a basketball or smaller," I wanted to rip on Travis. Well, with Travis and his cowboy hat, it's more like a beach ball.
You can't wear a cowboy hat driving a boat; it'll blow off.
Yeah,
you go too fast. But it should fit you right enough to where if you're riding a horse at like a gallop, it doesn't.
But that's not true because I have a buddy in Texas who runs out of Freeport, Texas on a charter boat, a center console. That's a Go Fast center console. And that man, I'm pretty sure, sleeps in a cowboy hat.
Yeah, but is it one of those?
Never seen him not in a cowboy hat.
It's got to be like a Kenny Chesney style deal. Like
I honestly couldn't tell you the
yeah,
style of
I don't know
hat.
the dude, but I'm judging him right now. Like, there's no way.
What size you wear?
I have no idea.
You have no idea what size hat you wear?
No, they're custom.
Whoa.
Oh.
They send you like a kit and you measure
I have
your
a
head.
tailor for my hats, bro.
Wow.
I don't know my size.
I'm just a 7 1/8. So
you measure your head.
No, I know how it works.
They got wires and you twist the wires.
Yeah.
Bobby
and
was
then
so
you lay it
offended.
down.
He was like, I know how it works.
I'm aware.
I'm not sure you do.
I'm aware how it works. But you don't know what size that equates to or close to?
No.
Okay. Fair enough. So you clearly don't need his service, but way out west by my house has a shaper. So I'm taking my felt in to have it reshaped.
Your felt?
Yeah.
Yeah, my felt hat.
Yeah, I told you about that there's a shaper there.
Oh,
They're
is it
only
you?
there like 1 day a week or 2 days a week
Okay.
or something.
Because I stopped in the other day and actually found I was looking at straws because I need a new straw hat.
You can't shape straws once
No,
they're shaped.
I'm aware, which is why I wanted to buy a straw.
Your straw hat.
But then while I was there, I asked, can I bring in my felt and have it
With the
reshaped?
utmost respect to your father. That
It's
straw
not
hat
my
is rough.
straw hat, bro.
It's rough.
It's my dad's straw hat.
Like,
with the utmost respect to your father, your hat shitty, Bobby.
Listen, y'all.
Oh my God. He said it so seriously. The utmost respect to your father.
It's obviously that hat has seen some things, right? And maybe in his day,
I bet you that hat pulled some major.
It's got good luck.
Yeah.
That hat actually, my belief is your dad had a stack of those hats before he was your dad. And he used that, and he left that with whatever lady he spent the evening with because it wasn't a huge investment from a hat standpoint.
It's a Stetson.
I'm out of this.
It's got a peacock feather on the front.
Bro, picture 1972 in a leisure suit.
I 100% picturing it, dude. I'm picturing John Travolta.
Yeah.
Boom.
Teal. Put that in the stream. Oh, I don't think you can upload a photo to the live stream. That's funny.
Did you do that or somebody do that?
ChatGPT did it.
Oh, it just did it. Yeah, I'm not that techie.
You've never used AI? Mike was on the way to back.
Mike Anderson and Dylan Hubbard.
We're back. Bartow Ford, Real Animals Radio, talking fishing this morning. Captain Dylan Hubbard here from Hubbard's Marina. We've got Captain Bobby Woodard of Flying High Charters, Captain Travis Thompson of All Florida in studio this morning as well. Want to give a shout out to our friends over there at Friendly Fisherman Seafood Restaurant. Remember, check them out at friendlyfisherman.com. Stop by and see them inside Johns Pass, right next door to Hubbard's Marina. They have a special running right now, a cobia special. An 8-ounce entree is only $21.99. It comes with fritters, slaw, and fries. They've also got a 5-ounce taco cobia special for $15.99. They've got some bacon wrapped sea scallops running right now that are amazing. They've got the killer fish spread from Nachman's as an appetizer as well. They've got a waterfront deck, air conditioning, dining. They do cook your catch. So there's lots of great options. Again, friendlyfisherman.com. Stop by and see them inside Fish Famous Johns Pass. When you're ready, you can even stop by the Don's Dock Seafood Market if you're too busy to go fishing, pick up fish there and bring it over to the Friendly Fisherman to do cook your catch.
Hang on.
Or you can go
be
catch them.
Too busy to go fishing, Dylan?
You can, apparently.
Isn't that your entire being?
Trust me, Travis, again, walking contradiction yourself, so don't come at me, bro. Don't come at me.
This is my last episode.
Travis is projecting.
If you're too busy to go fishing, you can stop by and buy your seafood. You know, you like that too.
I like it.
You gotta modify it based on whatever profit center we're talking about. Okay.
That seafood they buy, it's already cleaned for them. So now they just have to decide, are they cooking it inside or outside?
Caveat to that, Don's Dock Seafood Market sells whole fish.
Whole fish,
Once
okay.
you own the whole fish, we do offer a complimentary fish cleaning service.
Gotcha.
Wow.
But yeah, there's laws and stuff.
Okay.
So we have to sell whole fish.
Okay.
Yeah. But we have plenty of options over there in Fish Famous Johns Pass as well. So stop by and say hello and get some fresh seafood today. Weather-wise, we're looking for a beautiful weekend. We got a full moon popping off right now, moving a lot of water, flushing a lot of bait, some really good fishing opportunities inshore, nearshore, and off. Get out there and capitalize while you can because potentially end of this work week, into this weekend, we have some weather coming in. So the 11th through 14th, we're keeping an eye on what's going to happen over there. Potential disturbance. Nothing crazy, but enough to make fishing tough. So definitely go out and take advantage of the weather and fishing while you can. Now, remember, this weather update was brought to you by our friends over there at Reese Windows and Doors. They're Florida's leading window and door company with 50 years in business. They offer free installation on most windows and doors, and they install in just 6 weeks. They only use in-house installers, no freelance contractors, and their work comes with a double lifetime warranty, which means you never pay for a warranty. And when you sell your home, that warranty transfers to the new owners, adding value to your home. Visit reesewindows.com for more info today. Captain Travis, if someone would like to catch up to you to talk about all this wonderful stuff you've been talking about, maybe do get on the Teal Animals fishing adventures with you since teal season's coming up.
I'm going to get a cease and desist from Mike.
Mike is definitely working on that right now. He's ChatGPTing that one up. His wife works at a legal place, so you're kind of screwed.
Please, dear God, don't let me get sideways with Mike. It was great being able to be on this show, and I'm sure I'll never be invited back. You can message me at Travis Thompson or all FLA ORG. Please don't DM me at Duck Ranchin', even though we have that, because that's another account I have to check.
Duck Ranchin', that's how you book your duck.
Yeah,
duck
but
adventures.
It used to be, and then like the system failed, and like anyway. I need Guide Checker. I need Guide Checker for
It's
duck
coming
hunting.
soon. Guide Checker is coming soon. We should have some information out this week, so stay tuned for that. Bobby, how would you book a charter if you wanted to go fishing with Fly 'em High charters?
Way easier than all that jazz. Just give me a shout, 863-224-1418 or captain-bobby.com.
Call his home phone.
All that jazz.
Call his home phone.
And I'll write it in my paper notebook.
He's got a pad right by the phone.
Oh, man, that was a good one. Check us out, hubbardsmarina.com. Also, don't forget, live stream show every Sunday night, 7:30 p.m. We hope to see everybody September 23rd at OCC Roadhouse at 7 to 9. Again, September 23rd. September 11th over there at CJ's Backstage in Tyrone with Old Salts as well. 2 events coming up this month. Hopefully we'll see you in person. Hopefully we'll see you Sunday night at 7:30 p.m. live on the Hubbard's Marina YouTube. And of course, every Sunday morning, we've got Real Animals Sunday on 620 WBAE from 7 to 9 a.m. Don't forget to tune in there as well. Real Animals Radio, we'll see you next week. And every Saturday at 6 a.m. to 8 a.m.
Was paid for by Real Animals Fishing.
The internet always remembers, like Pepperidge Farm always remembers. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. Hopefully,
Farm always remembers.
remember that? That was a meme.
I've never
Pepperidge
seen
Farm
that.
always remembers.
You don't remember that meme?
No.
Oh, dude, there's a lot of good memes now.
About Pepperidge
I
Farm?
know there's a lot of good memes.
Well, no, there's a Pepperidge Farm always remembers, like a whole category of memes.
When I was in right after high school, I had to
Guys.
mow Pepperidge Farms.
Oh,
Did
yeah?
you?
In Lakeland.
Well, this is in Imperial.
What's the
Polk
statute of
County, too?
limitations on this? Yeah, so one day, like I go out there, I was working for a commercial mowing company.
This is after hours.
And
Should I
I'm
cut
mowing-
off this live stream?
No, it's fine. The
All right.
statute of limitations have passed, I'm sure. But I get assigned to go mow
Entertainment
it
purposes only.
by myself. Yeah, this is allegedly. And you could like go in and use the bathroom at the Pepperidge Farms. It's right there on I-4. You know what I'm talking
Yes,
about,
it's
right?
in Kathleen.
Yeah, it's in St. Kathleen. It's a giant ass industrial park, and I'd mow it.
I know where this is going.
Okay, and I hit. I had to pee. Anyway, I was like rushing, and I didn't know what I was doing. I was like listening to my Walkman because this is a long time ago. If you didn't have a Walkman,
My Walkman?
a Walkman with a tape, like it wasn't even a CD.
Okay, cassette.
But mine, I had a high-end Walkman. It would play the tape all the way one way and then flip it and play it the other way without you taking it out.
Whoa.
Anyway, I had to pee. I hit their water main with the Dixie chopper, but it was a Toro. We didn't have Dixie choppers. I hit the water main, took out all the water to the plant.
Oh.
So I finished up where I was mowing. I went to go pee and get some free goldfish because they had like little sample snacks. And I walked in and all the employees were gathered in the break room and they were shutting the plant down because they couldn't do stuff anymore because the water was out. And I couldn't pee. On top of that, I couldn't pee and had to finish mowing, so I went and peed in the flower bed.
And goldfish are by far the best product they make.
I don't know if that was. I
That's
don't know if they made them there or not.
100%.
100%. I'm on board with that one.
It's those chocolate Milano cookies.
No,
No,
goldfish,
no.
bro. 100%.
Really?
Those Milano
Goldfish are
cookies are garbage.
No,
The
those Milano-
soft chunk ones, now
Those are
I can
good.
get behind that.
The Nantuckets or
Yeah.
whatever they're called.
I don't know. It looks like a chocolate chip cookie, and it comes in the sleeves. Those are good.
Anyway,
the
if you-
Milano cookies.
Y'all
not
hang
so
around.
much.
We got a commercial break. We'll be right back.
If you work at the Pepperidge Farms or you work for the City of Lakeland Utilities or anything else, I apologize for that. I should have owned it, but I didn't.
How did you not know you hit a water main?
I
feel
did
like
because
that's
water
like
was
geyser.
like, there was water going everywhere.
And you were like, I'm gonna
In
go
fact,
take a break to go
I
pee.
hit it so bad that it wasn't going up everywhere. It was just going everywhere, like I was flooding a wetland. I was
Oh,
doing
nice.
conservation restoration type work.
Making duck
But I
racing.
didn't know anything. I was like 18 years old, 19 years old, 17 years old, something like that.
You're like, I'm gonna go pee and
yeah,
get
I'm
some
like, I
goldfish.
gotta pee. But I couldn't pee because I couldn't flush.
Did
the
you have to
toilet.
pee before you hit it, or did
I
all
did.
of rushing water cause you
No,
to
I
have
had
to
to pee
pee?
before it. So I walk in there. There's all these people in hairnets standing around in the break room because they can't work.
What are you guys doing here?
Like 10 minutes after I hit it, it's all getting wet and soggy. I go inside because I was 17. I could have held it for days if I needed to. I go inside. I grab me some goldfish.
Why was that pertinent to the story?
Because it implies that he can't now. So.
Exactly.
I'm 150 years old, dude. Like, you gotta go now. You pull over.
Oh man, y'all have a good Saturday. It's not gonna get any better from here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for being a part of our Real Animals and Teal Animals